Automation.
Hey.
Sometimes it decides not to automate.
Sometimes it doesn't want to.
Whoa, Gil. Hello. Wasn't
Good.
that exciting?
Evening. Good late evening.
Optimus, could you click so that the chat is on top of the
Yes.
OBS window, please?
Of course I can.
Thank you so much.
Why on earth would I would not want to? What
And
does
are
that mean?
we good volume-wise? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
John is eating a mango.
Yes,
It is not a
definitely.
mango.
Oh God.
But keep guessing.
Yeah.
If you want to keep guessing, you can do so.
So we did
Randy,
do
ages.
some sound-related testing. So do let us know if anyone is too quiet or too loud compared to usual or compared to what you wish it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're allowed to wish we all sound like, Morgan Freeman or whatever.
Angel sneezing in my
Angel-
ear, whatever it
Angel
was that
sneezing.
Eric said.
That's right.
Schnitzel.
It is not a schnitzel, although I think that's much closer than a mango. I love
I like
it.
how you're like,
also, hi Randy, I
bite
didn't see you come
heads.
in.
Hello.
Welcome. Yeah, welcome one and all, actually. Whoa!
Thank you for the resub.
Well, this is going to be an interesting time to come in. I'll be honest with you.
That's okay.
I think so.
We'll
It's
do a
exciting.
summary,
Yeah, of
but yeah,
course.
it's gonna be fun. It's in media res.
In media res, that's right. John, are you okay? You look really
I have to finish
nervous.
eating this.
Okay.
I hate eating things on stream.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fair. Choo choo.
They just like hide you. And you'll be like, look, you can't see John
Screen him.
eating. There you go.
Screen him.
Accidental promo of
was about to say,
product.
whoa.
Yeah. There we go. They aren't sponsoring us.
If anyone from any fruit companies is watching, though.
Yeah. If a fruit company wants to
Oh
give
my
us money.
god.
Choo choo.
That's very funny.
That's perfect.
Yes. I wanna say Sablika. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Yeah.
It's still one of my favorite things, Kung Fu Fenris. I took a flying leap of faith and I submitted a humorous comedic self-tape where I bleeped a swear word that
Oh, yeah?
isn't in the script because I thought that would be very funny.
Were you avail checked for it?
I don't know actually.
Yeah,
But anyway,
it
yeah,
was
a black sensor box and
frightened
like a-
passenger or something, right?
I mean, look at this face.
Spoiler
Frightened
alert.
passenger, and then he was like, holy shit. And
Yeah.
he went, boop.
But pretty
Holy
much,
boop. That's amazing.
I think I said, "Would you shut the fuck up?"
it was so
But I
good.
bleeped it. It was very funny.
We
just
here
listen
do
myself.
not censor ourselves from saying curse words,
No.
mature content warning. At
Yeah,
all.
you had to click the button,
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
to be here. Right?
Except that we're adults and you're an adult. Adults.
All adults. Welcome to RPG Clinic. Hello, we're back with session 5 of Whispers in the Water, our Blades in the Dark mini campaign. I usually go the other way around, which is Blades in the Dark, Whispers in the Water, an RPG Clinic mini campaign. You could, Kung Fu Fenris, I wouldn't want us to. That would be pretty wild.
Yeah.
Excellent. Jonathan, welcome back.
I hate eating on stream.
Welcome back, Commander. Food. Hi, Ellie Spot.
Yeah.
Hey. This is, I will be mentioning it as well at the end of the stream in Scott's Salacious Social.
Yikes.
We'll keep workshopping that, but that's pretty good. But this is episode 5 of 6 of our mini campaign. That's correct. This is the penultimate episode of Whispers in the Water, which means things are about to go critical.
Hopefully.
Oh, yes, right.
No. They're not going to go critical. They're going to go perfectly. Everything
They're
will be
gonna go
fine.
super well.
Everything is always perfect in Dustfall. It
Excellent.
is known as the land of sunshine and rainbows.
Yes, correct.
There is no
Dusk
war in Ba Sing
Ball.
Se.
There we go.
I like that. There you go. How have people been this week? What you been playing? Weird question.
You just want to
Hollow
talk about
Knight?
Marvel Snap.
Shut up. No.
Have you been playing a lot of Marvel
I've
Snap?
been playing a lot of Marvel Snap. Yeah. I got to a new not collection level, but I got into a new
Pool?
yes, but also there's these arbitrary level cutoffs, right, for how well you're doing, your rank. There we go.
Yeah.
So I made it into a new rank, and then I've been fluctuating around there. So feeling good. It's fun. I
One
like
of my
it.
favorite things to do is to
Oh,
sneak
fuck.
up on him and try to play a card for
I
him.
watched. Yeah, Liz comes up and she's just like, "This should go here." Boom, and I'm like, "No."
Just random swiping.
No, our framing is different.
Enjoy our tech.
If-
Very sexy.
Scott, if you want to go to the source.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yes.
feel like that's less finicky.
Yeah, I can-
it's not great.
I don't remember which one we
Anyway.
are, but I'll find it.
Yeah, player cam is
Players,
highlighted
unlock it.
on
My computer exploded
And then if I just press a down arrow, it should go down.
4 hours ago.
Oh, that's not going to do it, is it? Yeah, so zoom slightly if you could,
Yes, of
Scott.
course, yeah, I'm gonna lock this again.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, John, that's bad news.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it okay? Well, is it okay? Well, I know how it's doing. but,
For
like,
some
is it
reason, my
really okay?
computer crashed and then it lost its boot record.
Oh, I fucking touched
That's
it.
okay.
I fucking touched it. My new fancy PC. So I don't know what happened. I have no idea. So I have to. It's currently booted into a USB Linux distro,
They're still
so
gonna
that I
see
can
it.
copy some files off it. That I just want to make sure that I have more than one backup of. And then tonight I'm reinstalling Windows because I have to work tomorrow.
Can't work with no Windows.
Oh.
Could you click the chat to be on the
Oh,
top
yes, of
again?
course, yeah, thank you.
so much.
No, it's all right. If you've ever been on my
Liz, you don't want to
streams,
guess it? What, like, the beginning of everyone's sentences?
Honestly, the
oot record.
timestamp I really want to see. I'm very invested.
that's actually fair.
So that it's 1706 and not 706, because that would be a very different time.
Very different time. My God, it's overnight already.
Yeah.
Ellie Spot is concerned.
Consolation bits.
Wow, Ellie Spot, so kind. Thanks.
Thank you, Ellie Spot. I don't know what happened. What it may mean, however, that JESV may have to take a break as I figure out whether or not I can save that save file. I think it's cloud saved.
Yes, I would imagine.
But I have it not through Steam.
Uh-oh. That's a spicy one.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I bought it through Good Old Games because it was cheaper.
Smart.
So I think it's still cloud saved, but
It's worth
Yeah.
checking.
Kung Fu Fenris will be doozing off very soon.
That's a-okay, so to speak.
No, A-OK's in
Yeah, no, that's a-okay. Sorry, that's a-okay. It's all right, Kung Fu Fenris. Gotta rest up. Kung Fu Fenris sent me a video of one of the types of food that he was cooking. It looked delicious. I hope it was delicious, Kung Fu Fenris.
Food.
Yeah, I know. I'm also now thinking about food. Thanks a lot.
Was this the Celeriac Duck?
Yes.
Which is definitely a great mystery title.
thank you reading aloud.
It's basically what it says on the tin, actually.
I think it's going to be okay.
I believe in you.
I will also point out that today I'm ready for anything to happen. I changed my typical dinner order.
Oh my God, what did you get?
God.
You'll just have to find out.
Can't wait. It's gonna distract me the whole
John,
time.
Reckless is in the game. You don't have to take it outside of the game, man. It's
I
okay.
ordered a hot chicken sandwich
Fuck yeah.
and a soup.
Who are you?
I'm the guy who's going to be in your
He's
bed
someone
tonight.
who's had a day.
You know what? Honestly, that would work on me.
Hot chicken sandwiches,
Bring
so
Bring the
good.
hot chicken
Chicken
sandwich.
noodle, I assume. It's going to be from St.
Oh,
cream,
yes,
of,
Reese
cream
Love
of
is from
chickens to differentiate it from yours.
Okay.
It is a chicken shop.
Yeah. St.
Shop.
Hubert
A single shop.
chain.
Anyway, no, I know it's a.
With plant-based options.
Yay.
Thanks,
Yay.
Sandwich.
Yeah,
Thank
honestly.
you for not discontinuing your plant-based options like everyone else.
Honestly, if
Yes,
anyone
sir.
from Safety Bow is watching, we will gladly talk promotion.
And if anyone from
We love you.
KFC is watching, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Please bring them back.
Quite frankly.
Well, I never. That Elizabeth Neal has insulted me for the last time.
Oh my
That's
God,
my
Colonel.
Sanders.
And then he's like, you know what? I was ready to forgive her, and then you did that accent. And then I did it, and then he was like, fuck no. Sorry, everyone from Kentucky.
Oh God.
And for everybody out there from the American South, today I found out that I'm going to be making cornbread stuffing for this Christmas, which is not something that I have typically done before.
Yeah.
But it's celiac friendly.
It also seems really good, really strong. It would absorb all the juices and so on, right? Like I don't know.
Yeah,
It
we
seems like a
saw a
good choice.
recipe.
We're not actually going to stuff the turkey with it. That's
Oh,
for
good.
little ones.
The Loomba woke up,
Yeah, because you want to keep that.
so we're left.
Well, that's probably the problem that my parents have with their bird. Oh, jeez. Anyway, yeah. You know, the reason that John is making cornbread stuffing is also one of the main principles we have here on RPG Clinic, which is respect for other people and safety.
God damn, that was a smooth ass
Yeah,
transition.
I was like, how are we gonna segue quick?
It's a
Nice.
It's a ride, guys. We use We use safety tools here on RPG Clinic, which we do for our safety and our comfort. and to make sure that everybody's having the best time they can. You in the audience, you don't have these cards, but you do have options. I'm going to go over those in a moment. What do the cards mean? The green card, the play card, means that whoever's holding it up is having a good time, regardless of what their character or their countenance might look like.
Having a good time, having a good time.
This is the yellow card. It's a pause card. If the person who is raising this needs to make something known to the table. Once the card goes down, play can continue. However, this red card is a stop card. Game must stop so that we can discuss something, whatever is going on. Because we're streaming, we'd probably go to a be right back screen. Once everybody, including the player who raised the card, is comfortable and happy and ready to continue, play may continue or resume. As I said before, of course, you out there in Chatland do not have these cards for your safety, but you do have options. If you feel unsafe or need to communicate something, you can whisper RPG Clinic. It goes to our big-ass screen right here. We'll all be able to read it. You can also message a mod. We have in the chat today Kung Fu Fenris, who is here for some time. We're not sure for how long. But, of course, you have a final option, which is that if you're feeling unsafe or need to go, you can leave the chat. We don't want to see you leave, but it's important that you exercise that option for your own safety. Safety is the #1 gateway drug to fun. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
GTFO-FS.
GTFOFS. For safety. I like that. So I'm going to write that. I should write that down. What does this mean?
Oh dear.
Whoa. Oh, no. Oh, God.
Sleep when you need to, Kung Fu Fenris.
Yeah, exactly.
That rule applies to you as well. You can leave chat when you need to.
How do we do with our train? We don't have it here, but
Yeah.
it seems like it went well. Look at all those emotes and stuff happening. Love that.
Cute.
That is lovely.
Food, motherfucker.
Reading the second to last
Pac-Man.
emote looks
Yes,
like
what I could see was just I was like, is that a coin?
It's just a yellow dot.
yeah, honestly. The second to last one as well is a person who seems to either be eating a $20 bill or perhaps tearing the head off of a stalk of broccoli. And I'd love to know what's going on there.
From my distance, it just looks like someone waving, but like I clearly can't tell the details of whatever's
There's
going
like
on.
anger red here, and there's like a I don't. Well,
Okay.
That's what I'm reading anyway. I don't know. Reading, you're allowed to feel festive.
Yeah. We have a
That
tree.
just.
We have a tree in the
you have a
house.
tree in
You're
the
allowed
house,
to be
which is wonderful.
festive. Yeah.
Oh, it's a knight getting face licks from a dragon.
Oh,
Well, that is not what I receive from here. So
Yeah.
there you go. Cthulhu, hi, welcome.
I see it now.
You may be feeling festive reading aloud, and we, the players of this game, may be feeling festive. Although I imagine our characters are not, because we are
Well-
going to be starting. Well, perhaps we might be starting. We are going to be starting today's session of Whispers in the Water in media res. But in order to start in media res, we need to know where we are. Does anyone want to tell them, what happened last session?
Well, on the subject of festivities, we were at a gala.
Oh, at a gala.
We were at a gala at the ambassador, the Eruvian ambassador's home, or place of occupancy while he's here.
Yeah.
And we had information that both the Wraiths, or at least one person from the Wraiths, were planning to mess shit up at this event, and also that there would be a lot of money there. So we chose to infiltrate. Yeah.
The gala.
The gala.
The gala.
Thistle and Waif had fake IDs.
Yeah.
I'm only 14.
I can buy some beers now, man.
Yeah.
So good.
Fake invitations, but that looked legit to get in.
Yeah, of course.
Gast arrived at the gala while hanging on the underside of the carriage, a la Cape Fear. Has been doing a tour of the outside of the building, realized that there was somebody who was trying to reach the inside of the building from an upper level, followed and drop-kicked his way through a window directly into Telda, who has then proclaimed that, my brother, I will tell you, it is time for you and I to basically be the only ones to survive this. And so I have a wraith who is currently like pinned beneath me, or above me.
I think she ended up on top of you.
Yeah, because you said, I'm going to kick your acider.
I said, I
Yeah,
believe that I am, you don't understand, I'm the ambassador. And she was like, the ambassador of what?
Nothing.
Of nothing. And I said, no, I'm the ambassador of Kick Your Asseter.
There we go.
And then you stopped the session out of shame.
Well, no, look, I love a good quip as much as the next person.
It is a song lyric.
Is it actually?
Yes, it is a song lyric from the song Eurotrash, which I will point out is not a good song, but it featured in one of the Tony Hawk soundtracks.
Oh, nice. Do you believe that Telda would understand that reference?
God, no.
Yes.
I barely understand the reference.
Nice. That's where we're at. Where
Yeah.
did you two end up?
Waif was speaking to the ambassador, and Thistle was speaking to Inspector Valai. And Waif at first enchanted the ambassador, but then weirded him out too much.
That's right.
And now she's getting dragged away. But she managed to steal a bit of his drink, his sketchy drink that he's drinking, but no one else is, down her décolletage vial. Her vile décolletage.
Nice.
Otherwise known as the Jumino Trench.
Exactly.
Oh!
Patent pending.
Is it sewn in or is it just like held?
It's sewn in.
Okay, I wanted to know.
She might have to do other things. She can't risk upsetting the
Other
vial.
things.
You never know.
Okay.
I also forget what her
So
fake
might need some
identity is.
physicking later.
Can you write
Oh
them down?
God, no, I did not.
Oh
I
God.
wrote down.
You're definitely
write
a
down what,
writer.
sorry?
Fake. You're fake.
I'm a fake writer for sure.
Yeah.
You wrote. I wrote Annie Charkovitz.
Yes.
No, that was.
No, that's definitely you because I'm
You're
Molly.
Polly Anning, and then
I'm Molly Danvers.
Charkovitz is the name of your ghost lover, so you took it on. I
Right.
believe that makes sense to me.
That
And then
does
you're Molly
make-
Danvers.
Yeah.
Molly
Of Disappearing
Danvers.
Ink.
Yes.
Of course, famously.
Hey,
Someone is going to look into the files and be like, "My God, there is no disappearing ink." Oh, I get it. You know what I mean? It's gonna. They're gonna go, doy. Okay,
Sorry, Annie.
that's what I have written here.
Oh.
Sorry, that's what I have scrawled here.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
right,
not actually
that's
sure if I
right.
can read
Right,
this.
because my name is Anning. I see. That sounds like something I would do.
That sounds like something Ollie would do. Wait.
No, me.
Oh, okay, my bad. All right, we know where we're starting. Are we ready to dive in to today's session? Okay. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. We'll get some green cards. Why not? We'll use the tools at our disposal. Yar. Excellent.
New safety card 1.0 may be ready soon.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a little size. Oh, they're facing the wrong way, but anyway, size comparison. Oop, nope. Also facing.
No, you were good.
Sorry, it's because of the. It's this one's transparent, so it confusing.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boop. It's ever so slightly smaller, but it's just enough, I think, that it's a better proportion than this one. But anyway, thank you.
It's gonna be good. You're very welcome. Okay. Then let's get to it. I think we're gonna start with Waif. Waif.
Waif!
You are currently being dragged away by two Imperial guards, who, are relatively stone-faced.
You're so strong.
You managed to. They do not respond to your compliments. Although one of them does quirk a little smile. He's
Really? Which one? What's his name?
How would you know? He doesn't have a badge.
I'd like to attune to the ghost field and find out his name.
You will have 0 effect if you attempt this action.
Very well.
I'm not going to say you can't. I'm just saying it's a bad idea. You are being dragged away.
Yeah. I'm going willingly.
Yeah, of course. They're not forcing. I mean, they're not manhandling you, so to speak. Down your décolletage, you have a small vial filled with a few drops of the amber liquid that the Eruvian ambassador had in a large goblet.
Yes.
As I mentioned at the end of last session as well, this vial, despite its small size, despite the quantity of liquid that's in there, you can feel it buzzing against your chest. It is alive, for lack of a better word, although I imagine you can't get to it at this exact second. They take you down the hall and past the front door, not out the front door, past the front door, down into another wing of this residence.
Nice.
They pass another Imperial guard who salutes them, and one of them just says, "We got a troublemaker here, we're just gonna leave her here for a few minutes." They open a door to what is probably some sort of closet. It's been emptied.
Is a guard guarding a closet?
Well, he was just standing around.
so she could just eat.
Yeah.
You ordered at the ambassador. Now you got to play 7 minutes in heaven.
Ooh. Minutes are very long here in Tusco. They place you inside, and one of them goes, "I'm sorry, just a safety precaution."
I understand. You're very good at your job.
Thanks.
I'll see you later.
They close the door on you, and you hear the click of a lock.
Bye.
It's a wardrobe is probably a better way to describe it, like a hall closet, if you will. There's a.
I go to the back immediately. Is Narnia there?
No, there's no Narnia there.
I have to check.
There's an irate-looking fawn.
Mr. Thomas is gonna fuck shit up.
It's actually just Talus from Changeling.
What the hell?
I always end up here.
What the hell am I doing here?
I really got to stop doing drugs.
However, you are currently free to your own devices. I'll mention this. It's like a large walk-in sort of, I guess you could call it a hall closet. It could be used to maybe store coats. There's a couple of scraps of fabric on the ground that were probably once clothes, but they've just been discarded here. Other than that, this room is empty. There's a small window high on the wall, and there's the door, which is currently locked. There is, you believe, a guard just outside. Is there anything you want to do while you're here?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like it. I'd like to pull a science kit out from under my skirts.
You have one of those?
Well, this is it. It's not listed in options for loadout, but like it's a thing, right? Little,
Yeah, for sure.
Look, got some chemicals.
Could be fall under tinkering tools or arcane implements, maybe.
I would argue that it would be. Well, what do you want to do with them?
Yeah.
I want to experiment on this sketchy liquid and find out what it is.
Okay.
What?
A dark closet.
I really like
This is a desperate action.
Okay, she'd also have a
wild, yeah.
My chemistry set.
Yeah, this do mark it as part of your loadout. I would say this would probably fall under arcane tools.
Well, I already have arcane implements.
Oh, as part of your.
Yeah, it was the stuff I would to hold up my author aura.
Oh, that's right. Okay, tinkering tools then.
Very well.
Thank you.
You have 2 free tools or gear because you are a shadow.
Could these be fine tinkering tools? Because
Yes, they could be fine tinkering tools. Yes, they can. Absolutely.
Yes, and I haven't used my freebies yet, so I might whip that out later.
When you withdraw the vial from your
Skirts.
pouch, décolletage.
Oh yeah, right.
Bustier, whatever. The liquid is a really beautiful shade of gold. The Aruvian ambassador claimed it was one of their fine spirits from Aruvia. Not like a spirit, but like like an alcohol spirit. Was the implication. It feels like it's moving. It feels like it's vibrating, but the liquid itself is a liquid. It's stagnant. It's not doing anything. You want to experiment on it to determine what it is.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about what that's going to look like? I want to paint this.
I'm
picture
not
here.
sure if it's going to be using. I mean, if I'm using my tinkering tools, I guess it's a tinkering action. I feel like I carry along certain
Yeah.
liquids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know that when they react in certain ways, I can determine the properties of whatever I'm experimenting on. And maybe I also have some kind of collapsible microscope. Maybe that's a bit much.
That is a bit far. Yeah, I'm not gonna not in Dustbowl. No, I'm sorry. if you
Small
want
ghosts
if you
need
want to
love too.
flashback to you building a microscope and bringing it with you.
No, I won't bother with
Yeah, that would cost you a couple stress for sure.
I can't afford it.
Like, why would you have that? You know what I mean? It's wild. Although, again, flashbacks. This is the point of them. Is that if you can determine.
Oh yeah, I pull my iPhone out from under my dress and.
Shit, there's nothing in the book. There's nothing in the book that says a dog can't play basketball. There's nothing in the book that says you can't have an iPhone. Oh shit.
There you go, it's right there.
Thank you so much. I'd like to use this one.
It came. I actually reached under her dress and pulled this out.
Yep.
Oh,
You never
so
know.
it's your flashback then.
The flashback is just.
You might need this light.
Oh my god.
So sorry. Great. Let's roll it and let's determine.
Fantastic.
You are hoping to determine what this liquid is,
Yeah.
or as much as you can, I suppose. This is a tinkering action. It's not. It's not desperate because you're in a somewhat controlled environment where nobody's technically observing you. It's risky because you don't know what it is. I would argue that you would have limited effect determining what this is. Your tinkering tools being fine will upgrade this to standard effect.
Okay.
There you go. You gonna roll it?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a 3.
Um,
God. Oh, I didn't do it. I'm sorry.
you didn't do your ritual. Did you say no? I'm sorry to your dice, Liz? Did you just apologize to your dice?
Apologize to herself.
No comment.
I like how the captions are currently saying something else instead.
Oh,
Just
You were apologizing to your, and it was a another word for damn.
oh my. Okay. Odd, but anyway.
nice.
Thanks.
Took me a while.
Okay. The failure isn't that you can't extract it and start experimenting on it, obviously. By mixing it with certain liquids, you have the consequence of this action. The consequence of this action is that you're going to need to is that it's going to become desperate if you want to reclaim any of the liquid. Let me describe this to you, sorry.
Okay.
By experimenting on this liquid,
Yeah.
it's been mixed with a few different things. It's now been diluted to a point where identifying it is going to become very tricky.
Okay.
If Waif wants to get it back, you're going to have to take action right away and make this a desperate action.
So this is just to salvage any of the liquid. It's not even to continue the experiment.
Correct. You might be able to, I think you're still going to be able to identify something based on it. If you don't take this action, you'll still get some information. But that's the consequence.
God.
My U-mobile. Do you want a moment to...
Yeah, I'll take a moment. Thank you.
We're going to go over here to Thistle.
Hi.
Thistle. The person known as Annie Charkovitz, the author, has been somewhat ceremoniously dragged away. The Eruvian ambassador has turned back to his sort of guard and looks a little shaken. He stepped away from the action for a moment, but he snaps at the small orchestra, a little 8-piece, and they begin to play a waltz. People resume their dancing. Inspector Volai has danced away. And you are left once again to your own devices.
I do want to make my apologies since I ended up nudging his drink to help in this. Make my sincere apologies and apologize. So whoever seems the highest status, if the ambassador has moved away within his sort of circle. She is a very peculiar genius. I am so sorry that she has upset the ambassador. Someday she will write the greatest work any of us have ever read, but I doubt that she is fit for every gala.
One of the gentlemen to whom the gentleman to whom you were speaking is he could be described as a hanger-on of the Eruvian ambassador. You don't recognize him by sight, but he is probably a member of the Council of Duskwall. He is dressed in enough finery to imply this to you. And
Who knows? He's just got a mask on.
yeah,
So it
that's
could be
true
anyone.
too, right? Actually, yeah. He waves off your concerns. Oh, never fear. We always take a little bit of a risk having galas like this. You have to invite certain amounts of artists to these functions, do you not? He chuckles.
Without art, this would simply be bare walls and bare halls and silent dance halls.
I disagree. Without art, they would still be finely decorated.
By whom? How?
He takes, he has a small coin pouch at his belt and jingles it.
Money does not create art out of nothing. Are not the fine crown moldings influenced by artistic choice? Are not the 8 musicians over there entertaining us?
I suppose you make a good point.
They have their peculiarities. There is a cost, and it isn't always financial.
Too much risk for me. That's what I say. I just want the musicians to play what I like, and I just want the artists to make what I like. Is that so hard?
For some it is, and I make a point of looking off down the hall where they dragged Waif.
Mm.
I mean, Annie, yeah.
Is she okay?
You okay?
Mm.
Okay.
An elderly woman kind of breezes up to you. She's relatively light on her feet. And she ducks her head politely to the two of you. And extends a hand to you, Thistle. May I have this dance?
Certainly. I will join this dance.
She spins you away, and you can, as she spins you away, she mutters under her breath, "He is such a bore. I just wanted to get you away from there as quickly as I could."
So desperately appreciated. Tell me, is your sense of this group that artists are considered disposable?
Is enough wealth in? Oh no, that's fine. Sorry,
okay.
yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's a
European.
no, it's an Eruvian accent.
Oh yeah,
right?
of course, yeah, she's from Eruvia.
It's a Dustmalian accent.
Dustmalian, yeah. There's enough wealth in this room to buy out the artistic community of the entire continent, and I do not believe there is a single lick of taste between them. Now, I do not know your name, but I believe we know someone. We have a friend in common. A certain Geist? I cannot remember. But I have heard that there were some friends of his who were to be here tonight. Have I chosen incorrectly?
Shake his hand.
Oh, did we have a secret?
We had a secret handshake.
We did have a secret handshake.
It's two pumps, two squeezes.
A little stroke to the other wrist.
No, we took that out.
Doing the stroking.
Oh, God.
Let me think, and then I find a way in the dance.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is extremely itching me for whatever reason.
Oh,
the microphone, so
okay,
I
the
just
cable,
yeah. Yeah, I find a way in the dance to split apart, right? There's that step back
Of
sort of
course.
thing, and so I do the handshake and two squeezes as I do it and come back to position.
The handshake is returned to you with confidence. Now, that would imply that this elderly woman, who's relatively light on her feet, is either with the ciphers or has been hired by the ciphers, or has been paid off by the ciphers or something. That she's here with them. No, incredible. Wink.
It's how I.
But she does return it. Have you found anything out?
Certain officials are aware that there may or may not be an incident this evening involving some sort of powder.
Good. So there's an alert out, at least.
Yes. I'm actually going to take a moment to scan to see if I can see whether or not the inspector is doing anything other than socializing.
Yeah, he's without trying to raise an alarm or cause panic, although you would be able to tell this thistle from a distance. He is casually speaking to Imperial guards as he wanders by.
Good.
He seems to be raising the alarm, or at
In a
least
subtle
he's
way,
keeping
yeah.
it quiet. Yeah.
Cool. And there are many irons in the fire.
That is good. At least I have not heard anything. I managed to see. I took in some of the view from the third floor, but nothing. At least not when I was there. Not a trace, not a whisper. We keep our eyes and ears open, I suppose.
Thank you for the dance.
It's my pleasure. Perhaps we will have another.
My dance card has yet to fill up.
And she veers off.
Into a wall.
Wham! Into the wall. Anyway.
She heads off to find another drink from passing server. The Gala seems to be in full swing, although you know that Waif has been moved somewhere. What you don't know is that just a couple floors above you, a fight, perhaps to the death, is about to erupt. Do we want to remind people, John? Well, we already did, but I'm doing it again. You are the ambassador of nothing, she says to you.
No. I am the ambassador of Kick Your Assider.
And then I think you made to kick.
There was a potential kit bash in progress.
Oh, yeah. But fair.
I'm just a kick.
Okay.
I'm trying to kick her off me.
Yeah, great. So, this is going to be a risky action. You're attempting to entangle yourself with the wraith, who you know is dangerous.
I'm attempting to disentangle myself from the
right,
wraith.
of course. Yeah, so that's fair. Yeah.
I mean, are we having it out here? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
You seem to be ready to fight.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. I'm gonna pull a blade from my.
Skirts.
Yes.
Cloaks.
From my eel skin.
Sneaky cloak.
I pull a
Really
blade.
awful, sound as it comes out.
If she's insisting on being on top of me, I'm insisting on sticking her in the ribs.
Having my blade inside.
Okay. Do you want to describe this action to me? You're essentially attempting to remove a blade and jam it up.
I mean, she's over top of me.
Exactly.
I'm going to pull the blade from my side and I'm going to drive it up in her gut and just take my other hand and wrench her onto it.
Absolutely brutal. Okay. I love it.
So this is a skirmish, I
Yes,
assume.
it sure is, yeah.
Okay.
This is a risky action. She is in a position of power, but she's probably not expecting a blade after a quip like that.
I mean,
Not
I
sharp.
did drop kick her through a window.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess she got it. She
I mean, she immediately kind of found it. Her eyes are exultant. She's obviously in the throes of some sort of ecstasy.
Oh.
I don't necessarily mean she's high on any sort of drug. I just mean that something...
What kind of a bargain would you offer me for this?
Great question. You want to be able to do this. The bargain I would offer you is that by stabbing her, she'll cry out and draw attention. This isn't even a filling of a clock business. There's attention coming your way.
That's okay, I can
Get
hide
away in
afterwards.
There's your bargain then. Skirmish it up, baby.
But it only works if I actually successfully stab her.
Well, the devil's bargain is in progress. Oh, I see what you mean.
As in, if I fail this roll, we're not necessarily attracting attention, but I also...
Well, that's not how a devil's bargain works, my friend.
So the devil's bargain happens no matter what.
Correct. You're taking the die. Do
That's...
you want the die? Is the question. Or do you want
I
to die?
can't take the stress right now. I will do this. 4.
Success at a cost.
Mm-hmm.
The blade slips through the sort of black, I mean, I wouldn't call it armor, but like a suit that she's wearing. You can feel it puncture skin. But her eyes just simply grow brighter. My consequence for you is reduced effect.
No, I will reduce that
That's fair.
stress.
Yeah. Okay.
Insight, prowess, or resolve?
Prowess.
I'll take 2 stress.
Okay, all right. That is fair.
I'm not taking reduced effect on this shit. I'll stress myself out instead.
Sure you have stress-wise? You don't
I have 4 stress.
Okay, cool. The look of surprise on her face is palpable as the blade kind of slips up between her her ribs, sorry. It's a different thing. Her eyes go wide, she coughs, and a little bit of blood appears at the corner of her mouth as she tries to pull herself. Oh no, you wanted to grab her.
Oh, I'm
she's-
wrenching her onto the
She's
blade.
trying to get off, but your blade, but can't. So she's held there, and she looks into your eyes. You didn't want to be partners.
I sliced her throat. I slit her throat.
Jesus.
with the second blade.
Of course.
Because I have a blade or two. Sort of like The Price is Right, a hole in one.
You get a
or
blade.
two.
Oh my.
I'm reckless. I'm not going to wait for her to
course.
tell me anything that I need to know, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
Sorry, folks.
Yeah. No.
Just at least loot the body.
We'll see.
Uh,
So, and then I'm just going to...
Telda manages to get out a sound,
Yeah, that's fine.
which is the sound that will draw attention. I can't. It's as if she's trying to say something, but of course, you know, with the blade cutting her throat, there's no way.
The jewels are in the.
I'm your mom.
Yeah, actually.
The antidote is simply
Yeah.
It sounds almost like like a g sound.
Go for it.
Go for it. Get it.
get him, get him.
The blood from her throat and around your blade in her torso begins to ooze out. The one from her throat starts to drip down onto you,
That's fine.
onto your eel skin.
Immediately, I'm going to lift her and I'm going to find a place to hide so that I can search the body without hopefully being seen.
You can hear the tramping of boots as the cry has attracted attention. You want to find somewhere to hide this body.
I want to hide us both.
You want to hide us both?
Yeah, I basically want to find something that I can crouch behind with her.
Okay.
And the thing is, I have to be very careful because I have to also make sure that the blood trail doesn't accompany us.
So are you trying to do this quickly?
Probably
or
shouldn't
are
have
you
slit her
trying
throat.
Why would you do it?
Because I'm reckless.
It's flashy.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought Telda might have made it a little further than this. I have some questions for me for
Flip
later.
away a few dozen pages of useful
I
information.
was
No
originally.
comment.
If I wasn't reckless, I would have just tried to subdue her. But
Yeah.
No,
Zeus.
she's absolutely dead.
I did what those billhooks couldn't.
You know, I have a thought.
I don't like it when Scott has
Evil
thoughts.
twin. Zelda.
Oh, Zelda.
Oh no.
Hilda.
So okay, the tramping of boots is coming. So you want to hide. If you want to find somewhere to hide, both of you quickly, and without leaving a trail of blood.
Yep.
How are you doing this?
I am going to. So she's still over top of me.
Yeah.
One wound here, one wound up here.
There's blood dripping on you.
Yeah. So I am going to cradle her with my body, roll myself to a standing position, so that I'm like basically letting her bleed out into my fine shadow cloak, and I am going to tiptoe as quickly as I can behind. I still have my night vision
Goggles on, yeah.
goggles on. Where?
She recognized you despite them.
Yeah, my dark sight goggles, I should say.
My apologies.
Are there like bookshelves that I can hide behind, or
This is a hallway.
it's a hallway? Okay.
So
Wondering if I might assist.
How
Would you
on-
accept assistance?
how on earth would
Yes.
you assist with this?
So as we were planning this, because as
in
you
case you
mentioned,
kill someone.
this isn't necessarily his permanent place of residence. This is a building that is rented out to special people, like people of the tier of ambassadors.
Yeah.
I would have looked for, I would have made an inquiry as to its availability for rental in a few months' time or years' time, whatever seemed appropriate.
Love it.
And I would have wanted detailed floor plans to know that it would suit my needs. So I would have made sure that we knew all the good hiding spots.
Yeah.
So he would know, hopefully, where a closet would be, or a bathroom, or something.
Or something. Yeah, now, you know, whether Gast can keep an entire 3 floors of floor plan in his head is a different question, but I like it. Is this would be your second usage?
Would be my second foresight for the score.
Yeah. Now,
Does
I think
it feel worth it?
I was going to say, the wording, I think, is that I think you can choose to. It's not the first 2, I think.
Yeah, 2 times per score, you can assist a teammate without paying stress.
I leave it to you. The likelihood that someone from a commercial district would be able to get an interview here is not far-fetched. It would cost you 2 stress, but you can make it free if you use your second partial thing.
So my question is,
Yeah.
what is this, a controlled, risky, or desperate action?
This is desperate.
So I have 5 dice already.
Oh.
Maybe you want to,
Maybe I
like, it's a
didn't
great
help.
idea, but
Great, well,
I do like this.
let's
though,
say that
and I
you
like
did it, but
I've
it
done
doesn't have any
but
mechanical.
It hasn't happened yet.
Well, we might need.
We might find it useful later.
I think we might need.
Great. So I'm not
Atlantis
paying
place
anything
later.
yet.
Sounds
Great.
good. So you yeah. You're essentially looking and dragging the body as quickly as you can to find a place to hide.
6.
C6. Gassed. This window, now shattered, is essentially it's on.
Wouldn't that be great? Everyone's dancing. They look outside the window. There's just.
I was gonna say, you could just shove her out the window if you want to get rid of the body, but it's not gonna get rid of it, right?
I land on top of it.
Oh my god.
Surfing.
So this happens to us.
Did he dirge?
Oh.
I mean, I love that Requiem. Okay. How much stress does that cost to tattoo? This window opens onto a landing, essentially a hallway. From, the stairs come up from the main hall here on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
If you were to go that way, the stairwell would lead down. That's where you can hear the footsteps coming up. So the other way is your best option. There are some hiding spots here. There is, I'll even give you a choice. There is a tall statue, this marble sculpture of something that kind of resembles maybe an Adonis or a Greek god, like a shirtless, shining person. There's also what you would deem to be a bathroom. The door is open. It's a bathroom. You can see it.
As tempting as the statue is, I think we'll go into the bathroom.
Yeah. Okay. You can close and you could even lock the door if you chose.
I will absolutely do
Sounds
that.
good. You hear tramping on the stairs as and raised voices as people run by. You can hear someone go, "The window! What happened? Spread out! Search! Someone's invading the ambassador's residence!"
I'm just gonna let the body drop inside the bathtub
Yeah.
and pull out my blades.
Telda's mask was removed, but it is gripped in her hand, so you can see her face and her slit throat. Her eyes are still open, pleading with you to undo the action that you took.
No,
No, I can't. Oh, no, I know you can't.
it's not that I can't. I won't.
I won't.
I searched the body.
Very nice, thank you.
Telda has a couple blades. You also find 4 empty vials. They are empty. There's not really you could smell them, but I don't know if that's a good idea, frankly. Hard to know. Would she have anything else on her that would incriminate her? Probably not. Seems silly.
So it means that she's already distributed whatever was in those vials somewhere, probably right into your,
Zumbas.
well.
Excuse me?
Junos.
Juminos. I'm trying to figure out if I want to give us anything more here. I'm going to come back to you. We're going to go back because you were maybe trying to recover.
Yeah, I want to
Liquid.
salvage this as much as possible. I have 5 stress already, so I know this is annoying, but I think I'm gonna negate the consequence because otherwise,
Yeah, of course.
I gotta
100%.
try to be useful here.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, what attribute would that be? Do you think insight or prowess? I guess it could. I don't think it's resolve.
No, insight.
Either way, it's 2.
Okay.
Come on, don't kill
Yeah,
me.
don't.
Don't. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, what's happening?
Wait, 3. So I take 3 stress.
6 minus, yes.
Fucking hell. Okay, great, fantastic.
Oh no.
What is with my dice tonight? Why are you doing this to me?
Wave.
So rude. Yup.
You've tinkered with enough dangerous liquids before. When you can see this one,
Oh, it's a desperate action. Do I get anything for that?
yes, you get. No, you didn't.
Oh, right, I
You reduced.
negated them, yeah,
You didn't
no.
want to take a desperate action.
Right.
So, no, you don't get any XP.
I'm regretting my
and you
choice
take
on
3
that.
steps.
God damn it!
No, that's fair. That's fair. It is. You haven't encountered this liquid before. It's impossible to know what it is. It sure acts like an alcohol. It's formed a layer, it in terms of density, it's formed a layer in the liquid that you've kind of dropped it into. So identifying it is impossible. However, I will say this. You watch, as you watch, precipitating out of it, coming out of it, forming, seemingly out of thin air, are small, pure white kind of crystals that seem to just pop into existence in the liquid. They are vibrating with energy.
So I can safely assume that a powder was added to this liquid.
Yes, you can.
All right.
cut to Thistle, who's just like
Slamming liquid, yeah, exactly.
Life of the party.
Shot. Oh yeah, it's true, eh? Life of the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, that clock's still going, right?
Yeah.
1 out of 4. Let's go back to Thistle then.
Can I?
Oh yeah, no,
Can
you
I
have an
start another action?
You can, of course you can,
Unless
yeah.
it will kill me with stress, which it might.
It
I'm
really
one
much
away.
might, yeah. You don't die, as you are well aware.
I'd like to wait a little bit longer
Yeah,
before
of
I'm
course, yeah.
taken out due to trauma. Can I start brewing like a basic antidote
To what?
to poison? This is me chancing that this is a poison
Yeah,
that's been
no,
added, and at
100%,
least I
yeah.
can have something.
You don't know what it is. Like you do,
I
like
know.
you wouldn't have encountered this. Sorry, you wouldn't have. You haven't encountered this before.
Yeah.
However, that's a totally fair action to take if you assume that it's a poison that functions like others that you've seen before. You were an herbalist before you were a physiker.
Specifically, like anything that has this like weird energy property, like not something that's exact, but if there's anything I've come across through my like arcane studies or through my alchemy studies, but otherwise,
Yeah,
I'll just make a basic antidote.
It's one of two things. It's either like activated charcoal,
nice.
or it's like syrup of ipecac.
Oh God, it's horrible. That's absolutely fine, and I would. Okay, well, what kind of action is it, I guess? Or what would you like to use to create this? Because you could wreck it, but, you know.
My tinkering tools,
Yeah,
I guess.
super fair.
That's my fine tinkering tools.
I would say, unless you're trying to rush this for any reason, you're currently in a small locked room,
Yeah.
for now. So this could be a controlled action. Like, you can take your time making sure that it doesn't, explode, considering you have a lack of proper...
I mean, he's
Proper
probably
tool.
already had a drink of it by now anyway, so I don't think I have a chance of stopping him from drinking it. So
You
I
can
may as well
definitely
take
make
my
this.
time.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
All right, I'll take my time.
Controlled with standard effect, you would make an antidote to some poisons that you are well aware of.
And hope that it's effective. Oh my God.
What the shit is going on over there?
Elizabeth A. Neal.
Honestly, kill me, because I'm just going to be a liability.
me!
Take me out with trauma.
What are you doing?
God.
You do one.
Fucking 2. 2 twos and a 1. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You simply lack the ingredients required to make this. The effect is 0. You may resist this consequence.
I know, just give
I
me the
just
consequence.
feel like it's not a good idea unless you want
You can
to.
resist a failure?
It's a consequence which you can resist. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Like you can't resist the act of failing, but the consequence.
Oh,
if
so in
that
other
makes
words,
sense,
if she resisted, then she could still potentially have
like,
the
limited
ingredients.
effect or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just let it go.
I'm letting it go. And I'm letting myself go.
Like, where it's just like, well, time to
Well,
meditate.
that's
I
it.
guess.
I
Yeah.
just like wrap myself up in a blanket and curl up in the closet.
Maybe I should drink
That's
this.
it. That's it. Jesus Christ.
There is the sound of shouting upstairs.
Try to get out of the room.
Most of the people here are either can't hear it or want to ignore it, and perhaps don't hear it. Inspector Volai, if you see him, had definitely cast his eyes northward, up in that direction, and starts to make his way towards the hall to investigate as well. You can see an Imperial Guard basically rush in and like start trying to inform him in hushed tones what's going on. Do you have an action?
I'm going to mosey my way off in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
attempting not to necessarily just power walk over there, but I'm definitely going to make my way over there, perhaps under the guise of looking for the washrooms or
100%,
some
yeah.
fresh air or whatever.
You can overhear. You can absolutely do this. The Imperial Guard is trying to keep a hushed tone. They're professional soldiers, right? But he looks somewhat panicked, maybe a little green. Sir, there's been a break-in. 3rd floor, windows busted. Someone's come in there, and they didn't really mind to make it quiet. We haven't found the culprit yet, sir. But whoever it is here. And we don't know what they want. Inspector Volai bites his lip, and perhaps we need to evacuate, at least get the ambassador out of here. He thinks for a moment and then continue the search, he says to the Imperial Guard. I want every inch of this residence hunted, searched, so that we can find this assailant. I hope we are in time.
I'm going to step forward to these two if I can without, again, trying to keep it subtle, but joining their little conversation.
Yeah, they don't necessarily know that you've been listening in, but
Yeah.
Inspector Volai turns. Can I help you, madam?
You should assume there's more than one. As much as my information implies that they may have been acting alone, to assume there's only one could invite becoming snuck up on. There's a word for that.
Yeah.
My character
Ambush?
knows the word. Yeah, ambush.
Yeah.
Could invite ambush.
Inspector Volai nods several times. He turns to the guard. You heard her. There may be more than one. Take her, lock her away, and make sure that you send more guards to cover more ground. I'm sorry. Precautions. You want to be safe?
I encourage you to evacuate the ambassador, otherwise his head will be in your hands.
He nods.
I'm trying to help you.
Yeah. This feels intimidating to me.
Yeah.
It feels like you're trying to intimidate him.
I've been trying to finesse until this last statement. Or consort or whatever. But, and because my intention is like, okay, fine, but like, don't fuck up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's not an intimidation. It's not like, I'm not saying don't lock me away, right? It's not like if you lock me away, he'll die.
Right.
It's,
You're not threatening.
no, I'm not threatening him. It's specifically like, okay, fine, but like, also do the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, then this could be potentially you could be trying to sway him into a course of action.
Yep.
Or
Yep.
command him into a
Yep.
course of action.
Yep.
What feels the most Hello, Raiders,
all of
welcome.
those are awful, so it doesn't matter. I have 0 to any of
That
them.
is what I love to hear.
Because, yeah.
Consorting in this way would be very limited. I
Yeah,
just
that's
feel like
exactly
it.
it. Because until he tried to take me away, then in which case I can just shut up and let the ambassador die.
Yeah, no,
So
that's
I
fair.
could just not say anything.
No, so 'Cause
okay. If I'm rolling with 0 dice, I do nothing.
You get 2 dice and you pick the lower result.
Which means I'm gonna fuck up. So I could just say
Probably.
nothing, right? That's the thing with this system overall, which is like
no, I hear
little
you.
flag of like, okay, so my better option is just to say nothing and do nothing.
Hi, welcome to the club.
Or take 2 stress and you get 1
And then
die.
you get 1 die. There's risk involved, I guess
Yeah.
is what I'm saying. There's
Yeah,
Because I don't care, right? Like I literally don't care about the ambassador.
okay.
That's the thing. Like
Well,
there's
okay.
no stakes to my saying this.
Yeah, but I like the story of it.
Yeah,
I
but
hear
like
you.
there's no stakes to it. So why would I risk us getting fucked in order to do something that I'm not interested in accomplishing?
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I feel like okay, well, we want to stop the wraith. We want to solve the poison, and I'm like, this is an offhanded comment to be like,
Oh, that's
don't
fine.
fuck up.
Great. Then
Yeah.
no roll required,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say that. Instead, I'm just gonna be like, cool, fine, take me away.
Okay. He recognizes not your threat,
Yeah.
but the threat
Yeah.
in the moment. He nods to the guard, just make sure that she is put somewhere where we can recover her easily. And he immediately marches off towards the other end of the room.
I'm going to make a fuss though, as I'm being escorted off the dance floor.
Now that I like to hear.
Yes.
Okay, cool. What's the goal? What's the purpose?
I
of
want
doing so?
people to notice that I'm being escorted. That some person in a mask who's feminine shaped,
Yeah.
not terribly bulky or strong or anything, right? Whether or not those societal, judgments exist in Uspal, I don't know, right? But like,
Purposefully fill your clock. Become the life of the party.
but
my
I don't know
God.
how to become the life of the party.
No,
while
well,
being a
doing
sport,
this
but-
is
You're consort, right?
yeah.
Become the life of the party. Just immediately
Just
start
be
getting
like-
attention from a whole bunch of other people.
So I am trying to draw attention to the fact that I'm being escorted.
No, I like this.
Yeah.
It's, yeah. I mean, this could, if the intended goal is to fill the clock life of the party. That's a
sure,
absolutely.
I'm okay to do
appropriate.
that, for that to be like a side effect of what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
sure. That's fine.
Yeah, but I am trying to draw attention.
Okay. And yeah, that
Just get really drunk.
like really fast.
Really fast.
Act really drunk really fast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absent.
No, that's the thing though. I'm not interested in them dismissing me as drunk, right?
Right,
So I'm
yeah.
trying to make a fuss
Yeah, of
over the
course.
fact that I'm being escorted off.
So you're essentially consorting in a loud way. Is that kind of my?
Yeah, like laugh it
understanding?
off. Be like, oh, but there's so many people I've yet to meet.
Hi, again, Raiders. You know, a stranger's just a friend you haven't met. You know, that sounds good to me. There's risk involved.
Yeah.
In the sense that, I mean, it's certainly, it is going to draw
Yeah,
attention
yeah,
to you. It's not desperate.
Okay.
It's risky.
What's the devil's bargain?
Haha.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Harm, you get.
I did
get
take a
wasted.
devil's bargain today, though.
You did.
Wow.
Good for you. it was a good job.
No, she got the good shout before she died.
You love it.
Hey.
Causing a scene will it will temporarily offend the ciphers. What I mean by that is that the cipher agents who are here at the party will believe that you are a liability. They might not. They've been sworn to tell you what the threats are,
Yeah.
but they might not seek you out to do that. If they
I mean,
can
if
find
I'm locked away in a closet, they won't do that either.
Just
So
kinda
sure,
do
I'll
shit.
take it.
Done.
They just assassinate
Does
you.
my cracked rib impede this action?
Oh. You are trying to draw attention to yourself. Yes.
Okay.
Physical action. Okay.
2 dice.
Okay.
4.
Okay. This is a success. The success
With consequence.
with consequences.
Yeah.
My complication here
Mm-hmm.
for you is going to be +2 heat. This is heat attracted to you
Mm-hmm.
in this moment,
Okay.
and therefore put on the crew as well. You may resist this. Sorry, yes.
Yeah.
In order to resist this consequence, I would have you roll.
That would put us up a wanted level.
Yeah, so what would I roll?
That doesn't affect anything right now.
Yeah, what would I roll?
You, you
Piece
would
of
roll
shit.
your.
It's so smug.
Is the bottom? Fuck off. Consort is part of insight or
Resolve.
That's resolve. Okay. You roll your resolve, which is equal to the number of dice in that column. Okay?
1.
And it would be 6 stress minus the number that you
Okay.
get. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
You do have to take it if you roll.
Yep.
You can't choose. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. 2 stress. So, no 2 heat.
Thanks.
Thistle. When you are, when you feel appropriate.
Yeah.
What kind of scene are we making here?
How dare you touch me? Unhand me, you fiends!
No, this
I'm
is my
simply
job.
trying to assuage the concerns in this room.
Ma'am, it's for your own safety. Just please come
No,
along
it is for
quietly.
your safety, and you are locking me away for alerting you to failings of your duty. So I'm definitely taking a. Oh shit! I'm life of the party, am I?
The life of the party.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, the life of the party in this context means something very different.
Yeah.
Heads immediately turn. People saw you dancing with the, not with the Eruvian ambassador. People saw you consorting with the person who was dancing with the Eruvian ambassador.
Yeah.
They saw you speaking to
Someone that's dressed of a high station. Yeah,
and yes, exactly. They know that you must be important and that there's some sort of kerfuffle. You can see a few ladies in the corner like giggle and like someone pulls out opera glasses to like try to look closer. And a few people step forward including that very finely dressed councilman, probably. I say, what is the meaning of this? This is a gala, not some sort of prize fight at the docks.
And yet they've decided that because I alerted them to a concern, I need to be escorted away. Apparently security at an ambassador's gala means nothing. And I spit towards the feet of the guard that I assume are still trying to hustle me.
Yeah, of course. It's just the one guy. He looks pretty green. He's not happy with this. He's just like, sir, please stand back. It is a matter of security. There's no danger here. Come along.
That is a lie, and you know it.
The finely dressed gentleman sort of steps forward. I say, if she says there's danger, then there must be danger. Tell us what's going on at once, or I will be leaving this place forthwith.
I turn to the guard. Tell them.
The guard shakes his head. By order of Inspector Volai, I ask that you come up with me immediately.
Incompetent. Don't hire them. I say to the important person.
The man in the finely dressed clothes, perhaps emboldened by the fact that he is wearing a mask, steps forward and shoves the Imperial Guard. You step away from her right now. We need more of this excitement at this party. You can see the Imperial Guard, he reaches for a weapon at his side. I'm gonna have to ask you, sir, not to do that again. This situation is about to get very tense, very...
You're going to cut him down where he stands. This would be the second time I had witnessed such complete and utter cowardice in this city within the space of 2 days. I was shot by a blue coat simply for asking where a woman had been taken.
His face is like...
All the dice, all the cards.
Yeah, just put them all out there, why not?
Table.
The women with opera glasses in the back room, I'm just going to put this out there. There's one woman with opera glasses. She is clearly lip reading on behalf of her friend.
Amazing.
And you can see her go, blue coat, and the other woman just drops her glass and goes, whoa! Just think that's happening in the background. The man in finery turns to you. Is this true?
Of course it is. Do you wish me to unfasten my corset to reveal the wound?
Of course not! Doesn't necessarily sound like he really means no. But, he says of course not.
Do it.
I want it to be one of the ones that has the metal latches around the buttons on the front. There's lacing in the back.
Yeah.
You can pop them.
Yep.
So I'm going to. There's a dress underneath,
yeah,
right?
Of course, sure.
It's just to tighten everything up.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say that it's like a skirt and a shirt.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to lift it, and there is awful bruising.
Oh my god. There's consternation amongst the little crowd that's now formed around you, and a couple of
Pay no attention to the noise upstairs.
Yeah, no, there's a couple of people who are just kind of...
Or to Wave hopefully escaping.
We'll see about that. Wave's just like, la la.
Summoning another demon dog. Hellhound, whatever.
A couple of the people in the back start to surge forward to try to get a better look, and all of a sudden this crush of people, thanks Ellie Spot, start to sort of push towards you and towards this guard, who is... he is now starting to panic. If you cast a glance, the Eruvian ambassador is being spoken to in hushed tones by Inspector Volai, but they are still on the far side of the room. A crush of people. We're going to go back upstairs. Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with the crush of people.
If you need to take care of other things.
I just want to know, are you taking an action in this exact moment?
I'm torn between doing something that would result in terrible dice pools, or just trying to escape and be quiet and not make a scene.
Thing is, I don't know where you are.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know where she is either.
I just know she's been escorted off in the direction.
So we can't help you.
My rolling has been so bad that I'm just afraid of doing anything. So I guess my best bet is to try to prowl to get out.
Okay. There's a small window at the top of the wall. I mean, you could, I guess, try to clamber up some...
Nice.
Some furniture.
Because my alternative plan is to start screaming as though I've been poisoned.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
But I don't have the dice to support it.
Yeah, no,
to support my performance.
It would be desperate as well. It would just be, it'd be very dangerous.
Okay, no.
I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but
I'm gonna try to get out.
So you're gonna try to prowl out.
Out the window.
You could, by finesse, like you could finesse the door to try to like somehow open it from the inside. If there's someone just outside, they would see that the door is opening. If that's the point of them being, you don't know. You don't know.
I'll try to.
Short answer.
You could try to tinker the lock on the door.
Yeah, but then I would need to take him out
Potentially.
with a blade or two.
Yep. Or some
Yeah,
explosive.
me
or
and
some
my nose
explosive.
skirmish. Just
Look,
throw a
it's not
bomb at him.
there's also the option, like you said, and I'm just offering options. But
Yeah.
you can try to prowl out the window.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the prowl out the
Absolutely,
window.
yeah.
I think that's probably.
That sounds good. Yeah. This is it's a risky action.
Okay.
If you don't manage to put the window out quietly,
Yeah.
it might draw attention to you inside this room.
What's the devil's bargain?
You're excited about it, huh? I can tell. I want to say harm from. Requiem's so kind. Thank you. It's not gonna be harm. What are your 2 level 1 harms?
Stressed and burned.
Stressed and burned. Okay. My devil's bargain to you is +2 heat. You will leave behind some of your fine tinkering tools. They might be traced back to you.
Oh, you mean they'll be traced back to Annie Charkovich?
Well, I don't necessarily, but like they
Remember,
might be
plus
traced
2 heat puts us over the limit, and we
So
hit
it's
our
on,
want to
or
level
is it
up.
on me?
back. No, that's on the crew.
It's on the crew.
Yeah.
No, I
It's-
won't.
well,
I
it's
won't
still,
take it.
anyway, whatever.
I won't
You do
take it.
Okay. No,
Is it a controlled action?
This is risky.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, love you.
Can you do something to make them better?
I can't. I can't mess with probability that way.
Fucking
There's
hell,
a 4.
It's a
'Kay.
4 at least. Jesus.
Okay. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
You do it. You do it.
You do it.
Yep.
Ollie, Waif.
Yeah.
You are not, I don't believe that Waif spends like, hours and hours a day clambering up things, climbing things, practicing her escape.
It's got prowl 2.
She's got prowl too. That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
I study with Zane.
You do it with limited effect. What I
Stuck halfway out the window.
Help! Actually, that just happened in Drew Crew yesterday.
It's true.
They were
Bess
clambering
was-
out a.
Bess was stuck in the window for a bit. Ridiculous.
You can clamber up and then rise up a clamber so that I come and get you.
Yeah, perfect. Because you don't have anything else you're working on right now.
The limited effect is that you make it up to the window, you put it out quietly, you open it essentially, like you find a way to open it quietly. You're still on the first floor, but it's a limited effect. Getting out is going to take time.
Okay.
Climbing out the other side.
My skirts. They're
in your
very
skirts,
large.
Exactly. It's going to take time. So that's my consequence for you is that there's limited effect here. It's just going to take longer for you to do so.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
We're back up to you. In the bathroom. Hilda's body lying unceremoniously dumped in the bathtub. Have you have you closed your eyes or whatever? Do you care? I don't know. Maybe you don't care. Go cool.
Closing your eyes doesn't really work anyway. You have to stitch him.
Do you not say good boy to him? It sounded like you.
I did not. Do you want me to? Let's not do this now, guys.
Scott, can you pass me the mouse?
Yes.
Thank you.
Ooh, are you gonna be? Okay
I'm going to
with
be
that?
doing some OBS stuff.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just to make our names appear.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, because of the thing. Yes, of course.
Yep.
John. You can hear the sort of like pounding footsteps disappear down hallways, shouts of either probably Imperial guards to each other, calling out, "Clear, clear, not in here, safe room," etc. Thank you. Get that out of there.
So this is what I understand.
Not get that out of there.
I have currently in my possession,
Yes.
I have all the stuff that I have with me. I have Telda's body.
Yeah.
I have Telda's wraith mask.
Yeah.
I have
You want it?
several vials that have been emptied of their contents. And I know that they've been used. I know that I have to alert people down there. I know that there's people on their way up here. I'm losing control of this situation.
Yeah,
There's a window in this bathroom.
for sure. 3rd floor window. Yeah, of course.
Okay. I still have a length of rope, don't I?
I don't know. Do you?
I mean, yes, I have.
If I recall
You took a
correctly,
heavy load.
yeah, I think you took a heavy.
I took a medium load.
Medium. Okay. Still, yes.
A normal load.
That could be something that you have. Yeah, of course.
What's directly below? If I poke my head out the window, what's directly below? Like, what's on the first floor? Are there windows into the ballroom?
This is on the opposite side of the house from the ballroom.
Fuck.
So there are, as your tour showed you beforehand, there are windows into most parts of the first floor down here, but it doesn't lead directly down to the ballroom underneath you. No.
Then I need to get into another room.
Okay. Inside or outside?
I am going. You two have to tell me if this is the wrong move.
I can't wait.
I am going to find a room in which I can tie up Telda's body, wearing the wraith mask, holding and like put the vials prominently on her chest, and I'm gonna push it out so that her body just slams against the window, against the Gala ballroom.
Okay.
Didn't this happen in Dark Knight?
Dark Knight. That's correct. Yeah.
Did it? Oh,
Nice.
There was
okay.
there was a similar.
It's been a long
But
time
that's
since I've seen the Dark Knight.
That was an intimidation move. This is a intimidation move.
No, this is everybody needs to stop drinking everything, and I can't do it myself.
I love it.
I mean, I could, or, so alternately, I just pull the same move that I did before, jump out, smash through into the Gala window, holding up the wraith mask and the vials, and be like, stop everything.
I think that would get you instantly like shot at or killed.
Yeah.
I think the body would be the better of those two options. I would say the body.
I'm gonna take a towel. I'm gonna take some of the blood, and I'm gonna write poison on the towel.
Okay.
Slap it across her with the vials. I'm gonna kick down the door of another room. I now no longer care about stealth. I'm gonna kick down the door of another room that I know to cross, open the window, and I am just going to yeet this body out so that it slams. If it breaks through the window, I'm okay. I don't really know. She doesn't. Telda's not terribly large,
No.
but that's what I'm doing.
Okay. I'm loving it. It's going to essentially require you to kick open or open the bathroom door,
No.
rush across the landing
No.
here, so that you can then throw her out a window, so that she will, so that she's tied up, so that she can essentially land on the outside of the first floor window. Yeah.
So here's the thing.
I love
I need
this.
you to be able to make this message work, and I need you to take these vials and make a fucking antidote, because I can't do shit.
I'll try again.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Is this a sway action or a prowl
Oh my
action?
god. Well, it's the physical action of doing it.
So it's a prowl.
You can't determine how people are going to react to this, right?
No.
Really.
Not unless I then get down and start trying to...
Trying to say things. Yeah, exactly.
Is this a controlled, risky, or desperate action?
It's risky. There's no one currently immediately outside your door.
Okay.
Do you?
I want a devil's bargain.
Of course you do. What's your level 1 harm?
I have none.
What?
I healed
You don't
it.
have any harm?
Yeah, I healed it.
Oh fuck
I took
yeah.
trauma instead
Let's
of...
do this. Great. No, that makes sense to me. My devil's bargain for you is going to be level 1 harm.
Absolutely not.
I'm not even saying
Crit.
this. All right, you son of a...
That's where all the luck went.
I see how it's
right
going.
there.
All right.
Absolutely not.
You just need to like shank John and take his dice.
Take his
left.
dice, just like Gast and Telda. Gast, Zane, you throw the bathroom door open and race across the landing. The soft carpet beneath your feet would feel wonderful on any other occasion. The flickering sort of torches on the walls, electric torches here, light your face as you pass by them at very quick speed. The window opposite to where you are is another beautiful piece of stained glass art, or was. As a body is hurled through it, a rope is, I guess, quickly attached to something? Or are you gonna hold on to the end?
I'll hold on because I'll tie the rope to like
Yeah.
the I don't know, something.
Till this body sails out the window and falls. We're gonna go back to the ballroom. Thistle, there is a crowd of people pressing up against you.
I'm like trying to keep them away from my injury.
A couple people are like, tend her, you know.
I'm fine.
She's not fine. She's been assaulted by an officer of the law. Like, you know, there's like absolute pandemonium down there. A woman's fainted somewhere in the background. And then you hear a sickening thud of flesh on glass. There is, if I'm not mistaken, a body, clearly dead, with a towel draped over its chest.
The mask is on her
face. The mask is on. It is, you would recognize the mask of the Wraiths. There is a towel draped over her that says poison. It has been written in what is pretty clearly blood. There are screams that erupt from the people closest to the windows.
Sorry.
I'm going to attempt to shout over the group. Drop your drinks. Anyone who has drank anything, get to the kitchen.
Was it a thing? Say your prayers.
Say your prayers.
Bye.
Get to the kitchen.
Yeah.
You hear screaming.
That's
As you're part of the way out of the window.
Right on schedule.
Very good. Okay.
Help.
Okay. So, it's pandemonium.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a desperate action for sure. Well, but what are you trying to do to people?
I want to like focus people on self-preservation. I guess is drop your drinks.
Yeah.
Okay. It says poison.
Yeah. So.
Drinks are poison.
Yeah.
If you've consumed anything, get to the kitchen. Get everyone who is a potential victim to a contained place. Now, in my mind, the kitchen is in the same direction as wherever Ollie was taken.
Yeah. Sure.
Great.
I mean,
It will cause enough of a kerfuffle that either she can escape, or if she is deciding to be superhero physiker today, she can heal them all. But
I don't know. We'll see about that.
worst case, it causes enough of a distraction, kerfuffle, and noise near where she is that she can get out. It also puts all the potential victims in one place for if some other fucking doctor in the crowd wants to help.
Yeah. If you again, this is, I think it's kind of the same issues where we're at, right?
That's okay. I care
in
about
this-
this outcome,
this moment is
right?
important,
Rather
right?
than just being like, go do your job, like
Yeah.
I actually fucking care. So
Right.
I'm willing to roll nothing or negative.
Well,
or
that's it. It
whatever,
feels like we're probably commanding
Yeah.
here, right?
Yeah.
So, if you normally have 0 dice,
Yeah.
you would take 2 and take the lower result.
Yeah. Is this risky or desperate?
This is desperate.
Okay.
The risk is very high, and I will talk about why, perhaps.
I would if I fill my resolve, I would add it after this.
Yeah, it's after.
we
Yeah,
had to do
yes,
that.
that's right. Yes.
Great.
That's the action.
So that will give me my dot in command later.
I mean, that's exciting.
Or
That also
sway.
helps you
Or
resist.
sway. One of the two. I have to pick whichever, but great.
Okay.
So this is a risky action.
Take command. I have 3 in sway.
What would be your devil's bargain? Which would give me 1 die, but like
Yeah.
whatever it is, rather than negative. Yeah.
The devil's bargain that I would offer you is that the command. The devil's bargain I'm offering you is +1 die in exchange for the fact that the Imperial Guard that you're with will get a shot off, not at you, but into the crowd to try to drive them back. Collateral damage is what I'm offering you. Essentially, you will be somehow, tangentially, responsible for probably the death of or maiming of someone in the crowd. Now, I don't know if you know or
I
care
don't
about
know
any of
whether
these
I have a
people.
moral compass here, but
Take it because then you can
Yeah.
use it against them.
great,
Maybe.
maybe use it.
Okay, we're rolling 1 then, right? I think.
Does my cracked rib stop me from this, or reduce this?
Reduces the effectiveness of it, but no, it does not remove your single die.
I have 1
I
die.
want to see this happen.
A 4. I'm okay with a 4.
Alright.
There's a consequence. That's
There is a
fine.
consequence.
I can get serious complications or reduced effect.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I can do with 1 die.
It is absolutely
Yep.
what you can do with 1 die.
But now you get to fill in a result.
Yep.
Yay!
So, should I get
The-
command or sway, friends?
Command.
Command. Okay.
Liz is like, I don't have any socials.
She's got 3 attuned.
Yeah.
It's not
Really good
bad.
at talking to ghosts.
That's true, right?
I date one.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go do that later.
Oh yeah.
The complication, which you can choose to resist or not in this moment, is going to be, I mean, you are drawing people's attention, and they are going to be commanded to do what you say. I think the complication would be that you will immediately be removed from the premises. What I'm suggesting to you is that the command will.
How is that different from maxing out my stress and being kicked out of the... Yeah, right? Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
'Cause
Like,
you might remove the stress. That's true.
yeah.
Where are you at on stress? Speak
I
Just
have
like-
3 spaces left.
Okay, so then it's a possible sort
yeah.
of thing. Okay. Because like reduced effect is like it's kind of boring here, you know. I don't want to redo this. The consequence is.
Maybe his family's there.
Yeah. Because it can be anything, right? It can be a complication.
Yeah, it could be anything. It could be
The person
like,
who shot is my mom.
Like some other guard like comes up and like throws me in manacles and throws me in the basement or something, right? Like there are lots of options of what can happen. Anything can be a consequence.
The complication that I'm going to offer to you two, because you took the devil's bargain.
Yeah.
There is a blast of a firearm.
Yeah.
Shortly before your voice rings out to sort of silence the room. The person who is shot is the woman you were speaking to before, who is perhaps she is a contact of, or perhaps a cipher.
Now, if I were to try to resist this, I would take stress minus what I roll. And what am I rolling?
You are rolling your
Would it be prowess to try to like deflect the gun? Insight or resolve?
prowess to try to
Deflect
deflect
the
the gun. Yeah.
So that's the higher of 2 dice. So I take stress equals
6 minus.
Higher.
And if you
Tough,
crit,
eh?
you reduce your stress.
That's true.
So I'm gonna try it.
All right.
So I'm gonna try to deflect the gun that I see. I see like, you know, the guard like reaching his hand.
Well, the body hits the thing, and he's just like, oh fuck! Like, it's coming up.
I got a 6. I didn't crit, but I got a 6, so I take no
Good
stress.
for
Amazing.
That's very
And I
nerve-wracking.
managed to just barely deflect the bullet so that maybe it like goes through the top of the person's mask. But
I like that, actually.
Yeah,
Let's
like
do
the
that.
tip of like it's one of those maybe one of those gesture masks or something that has like an upward thing, and the very tip of the mask gets like completely shot off, but the person is not harmed.
Screams from people as the gunshot goes off, and then a command is issued to.
Drop your drinks. Anyone who's drank anything, go to the kitchens. And I like gesture wildly down the hallway.
There's the sound of breaking glass
Yeah.
as people drop their little champagne flutes on the ground. The Eruvian ambassador would definitely outrank you here, as would a lot of people in this room, but
That's
nobody
fine.
knows who you are.
Yeah.
And you don't see him. Maybe he's gone. There is a stampede as people start to pour out of the room. They're like, I was going to say, they're surging. You could go with them or not, basically.
No, I try to clear out of wherever the flow of traffic is and like try to tuck my shirt back in, try to wrestle my bodice back on to try to like solidify my cracked rib, because half of why I was wearing a corset was to like keep the rib set.
Of course, yeah.
So that's what I'm doing
There's-
as the crowds rush by.
Yeah, and the Imperial Guard, the one who is looking, now he's looking quite green, literally speaking,
Yeah.
as he's like, and he basically gets knocked out of the way by the passing crowd, and you kind of see him like stumble off down the hall somewhere. You are left, not alone, certainly. The musicians are all looking at each other like, do we keep playing? What do we do? As the body of
Near my God to thee.
hangs pressed up against the glass. Inspector Volai runs up to you. We need to get out of here right now. If there is some sort of poison in these drinks, who knows how many people might be affected? Do you know anything about this?
All I know is that they were planning to poison, and she was the person who I saw at the night market.
Then who did this?
Someone who caught her red-handed. Someone who tried to alert us to the dangers. Are there any physicers here? Can you or your guards alert people to try to get doctors? Because if people are going to start suffering poison, we need to induce vomiting. Like, I don't know what knowledge of like poison would be, like what a commoner's knowledge would be, but like Do we need to start doing something?
Leech them.
Make them all drink a lot of water. I don't
That's
fucking
it.
know.
Not in Dust Bowl,
right?
I don't think. There's he starts to sort of like respond, you know. By the time I've summoned someone, there are so many people here.
Could none of them be? Are there no doctors in Brightstone? Whatever the name of our wonderful, perfect
White Crown, I believe, yeah.
Even brighter than
Of course they are. Would they be at this gala? I don't know. Come to the kitchen. We'll see what we can do. I owe you a debt. If everyone is safe.
They're not. They've been poisoned. I don't need your debt. I need these people to be saved.
Right.
What can I do? You have authority. I am no one.
He looks down.
There is a kerfuffle upstairs.
Stay far away from it.
You need to take care of those people. If I can find others like, and I point to the dangling body.
Horrible.
If I die taking one of them out, it might mean 100 lives. Send your guards if you need to. You can't stop me. Help them, and I point towards the kitchen, and I'm gonna head towards the stairs.
He like, yeah, you're already gone. Like he's trying to, and then you see him take off down the hall. You're heading towards the stairs. You're at the top of, not the stairs, but you're on the 3rd floor, having looked down as this body has been landed exactly where you wanted it to, John. Wait, if you're halfway out the window?
I guess so.
I can't see her, can I?
Wave?
Yeah.
It crit.
Yeah, you can. You see a head poking out from downstairs. I mean, it's 2 floors up, and I don't know how good are your eyes. Well, you have dark vision goggles or dark side goggles. From you two are at open windows at this exact moment in time, right? Or you're partially out of windows. These windows face east, and you can feel coming across the topiary, across the field, out from the ocean, a wind. It's powerful. It's unnatural. And the two of you can start to hear a howling sound.
Doggy.
I think we're gonna need your other dots.
As the glass near the windows that you're both at begins to shake and vibrate, you also can now see it or hear it, I suppose, as this distant howling, as if 100 voices were crying out for help, reaches your ears, and all the windows of the ballroom behind you blow out at once.
Oh my god.
Glad I cleared the ballroom, mostly.
Musicians might be in trouble, but we'll see.
Oh,
I think we're now.
Oh, who cares about a bunch of oboists?
It was just an oboe only.
Oboes only. I think we're going to use this moment to take a short break. So, we're going to be back in... Thumbs up! We're going to be back in about 5 minutes or so. We're not going anywhere. We're going somewhere, but in shifts, so we're going to have a good time. Oh no, Pook!
No.
No! Oh, there's glass all
Pook,
over
it's
my
your
elbow.
fault for not taking up the clarinet.
Oh, shit.
Or the bassoon.
Yeah.
Bassoon players are tough as fuck.
Boom, boom.
Okay, well, you discuss the
And I'm going to... use the washroom as well, if that's all right. I think I can sneak out with you.
Look, it's really important to protect your bassoonist because you never know when you're going to have Peter's grandpapa show up. Is it like the only like bassoon moment to shine?
Hockey Night in Canada.
Oh, that's
We've
true.
talked about this. I got the dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, that's
dun,
true.
dun, dun. And my school participated in a competition. It was province-wide, maybe, but it was like a competition to see which school band could best perform Hockey Night in Canada.
Oh, that's pretty baller.
I think we came in third.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It's all on you.
Yeah.
My first partner played the bassoon.
No shit.
No.
No.
And I only ever heard them perform once. It was in the Westmount Library. and like, yeah, because they didn't want me to ever hear them practice or anything, and I was like, that'd be really cool. I'd really like to hear it.
It is pretty embarrassing to practice the bassoon, because like when it sounds bad, it's just a very sad sound.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, that was the only time that I ever heard them perform was that.
I'm afraid of rolling a tune. For whatever's coming, I'm afraid of rolling.
I mean,
It's been
that's
so
kind of the point.
Colossally bad. Yeah, but usually you have like a win to offset 17 losses.
I mean, we've had 3 wins. Maybe it's time for a loss. Look, we just finished a round of Pandemic Legacy.
That was awful.
And yet we came out
fucked up.
adequate.
No, we're not. We failed fully, didn't we?
No, we made it adequate. We got 2 out of 3.
I thought we lost.
No.
You sure we didn't fail?
We successfully.
We'll keep it vague, y'all. In case
you successfully did a thing.
Yeah.
And then we sent a bus to Saigon.
Yeah, but then didn't. I thought
That's
that
2 of the 3.
I thought the game. Okay, so it's not that the game was automatically lost when that reserve ran out. It was that it ended.
Oh, the game ends. It's
Okay.
You don't lose. It just ends.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're being very vague about our description of
mute
our
me,
game
please?
of Pandemic Legacy.
Oh, very good. Well.
On that note, play Pandemic Legacy. Oh, no. I'm not much.
Not right now. We're not going to play
No.
Pandemic Legacy right now. Oh, we're just encouraging people to do it. You've already probably pitched it in such a way that people are excited about it. So I won't say anything more.
I mean, Pandemic Legacy Season 1 is a must-play, especially if you've played the original Pandemic, which, honestly, if you haven't played it, it's one of the best co-op games that you can play,
Yeah, agreed.
assuming you don't have that one person in your group who just plays for everybody else.
Yeah, that's no good. I am going to toss a link in chat shortly here. This game, Marathi, hi, welcome. There we go. I'm just pulling up some information for us here. Boom. Oh, here we go. Since break, don't suppose you guys have a command or a link for this game and its concept. Boom! Or you're able to summarize it? Ka-chow! This is a game called Blades in the Dark. It is based on the Powered by the Apocalypse system. It is not, exactly the same as all other Powered by the Apocalypse games. Blades in the Dark tells the story of a crew of daring scoundrels. I mean, they don't have to be daring, I guess. A crew of scoundrels in an industrial fantasy city called Duskfall. Thank you, yes, good idea. You have turned to a life of crime for one reason or another. Your crew, be they of gangsters, assassins, or thieves, or smugglers, or whatever, must complete scores to increase their pull in the city and find their way through the quagmire of other gangs that populate the city of Duskfall. This is a world of double-crossing, of blades in the dark, of ghosts, and of endless night. I would say as a touchstone, Dishonored, if you've played Dishonored. Yeah, there you go.
At its core, the system's pretty simple. We have 12 different stats that we can roll. Hunt, study, survey, tinker, finesse, prowl, skirmish, wreck, attune, command, consort, and sway. We get to choose which one of these we use, but Scott gets to determine both what the effectiveness of that action could possibly be and also what risk level that action could possibly be. Similar, Marathi,
Yeah, I'd say similar.
And then if, say, I have 2 dice in skirmish and I decide to skirmish with somebody, Scott could say that it is a risky action, either controlled, risky, or desperate, and maybe it will have a limited, standard, or great effect. Then I roll my dice. If I happen to roll a 6 on any one of these dice, I succeed. I roll a number of dice equal to my stat. If I roll a 4 or a 5, then I succeed, but there's a consequence. And if I roll a 1, if my highest is a 1, 2, or 3, I fail the action. But I can also do things like ask for a devil's bargain to get another die, or take 2 stress to get another die.
Or ask for help from a teammate.
Yeah, but I'd like to use that as a segue to actually raise a thing. I took the devil's bargain that someone would get shot. The complication was that it was someone from the cipher. I shouldn't have stopped anyone from getting shot by reducing the complication. So I just want to flag that someone should have gotten shot. As much as I reduced, it occurred to me once I stepped away.
From the bottom of the stairwell, there's a dead body.
Awesome. I just want to. I realized I didn't intend to get around the initial devil's bargain, but
wasn't super clear about it either. But thank you.
yeah.
It's the ambassador. Ooh.
That's fine. I mean,
we don't know the guy. Well, you do, I guess.
I didn't shoot him.
Party
Yeah,
sucks.
it's true too. I tend to
Yeah, we're
agree.
coming back to
Honestly, it's
ways.
not very
Fuck
good
the
anyway.
Gala.
Honestly, even if it was going well, I don't think they were going to play Twister or anything.
Ooh.
I haven't played Twister in forever.
Yeah, it's a tough game. That's something in our practice sessions. We're realizing that's something that I brought up in this. I was like, oh, I don't actually care about the outcome of this. Can I not roll? I don't
not
care
have to do
about
this?
trying to accomplish
Yeah,
this.
It's-
Because it was like an offhanded comment, and that's the thing that you're very likely to fail, and that's fine. That's part of the system. Your characters, even if your character dies, your crew continues, which is like the team of people that you the umbrella of people that you work under. So.
I mean, I'm all good with it being tough.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But it's it's a thing that it was a click in the brain that oh, the game is built for you to get hurt. Like my character has a level 2 harm of a cracked rib, which gives me -1 to all my dice. It gets hard fast, and that's okay because it's designed that way. That if your character dies, your crew continues. You can be a new character in the crew in the future.
I definitely still, I have issues with some elements of it. I find it so hard to get extra dots in things that if you don't, if you keep, fucking up rolls and stuff, and you get level 2 harm, and then you're taking the lower number of the dice that you're rolling because you have no and you have no dot. It's just there's a lot of rolls, and most of them you're shit at.
Yeah.
So it can definitely hurt if you just roll after roll after roll, and you just fuck up, and you're like, I would literally be better for my team if I wasn't
wasn't even here. Yeah,
which is
that's
a bit
no-
of
that's no good.
how do I get around that kind of feeling? So that's kind of weird.
Of course, I'm here wondering whether I've somehow screwed up, because I seem to have more dots, but
Well, it's 'cause
I also take a ton of desperate actions.
That's
Yeah.
and it's it's just so slow to level up in anything other than.
I do think that
prowess
Daredevil
as well.
is busted.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think
I would
it's
agree.
also, though, you were good at figuring out what you could do that would be a desperate action. I've rolled 2 in the whole campaign or something, right?
just
Where
because
you
I'm
keep
fucked
rolling
up.
them. So I think it's all part of figuring out how exactly the system works and stuff like that. But I think there's a lot to it, right? So yeah.
Well, yeah, you'd think that, Marathi, but then I will say I'm very specialized. The problem is what I didn't do is put dots in resolve, which is mostly the talky one, other than attuning, which is purely ghosts. So that's great when I'm talking to ghosts, but if I talk to anyone else and I have to make a roll, it's ass. So talking is role playing.
Jack of all trades has the advantage that if you're ever trying to resist the consequences of an action, the more spread out your dots are, the better off you are.
Yeah, it's true.
I feel like at the end of the day, for me, and this has been such a great opportunity to explore the system, but it's not halfway between these two things, but there's 2 competing concepts in my mind. On the one hand, Ocean's 11. It's a perfectly planned heist movie where you're in control of your narrative because you can flash back to all the cool shit you did before, and it's everything works.
Yeah.
On the other end of the spectrum, 3 fuck-ups getting shot and thrown out of a building. Literally, it's both of
It's
those
fucking
things.
Dog Day Afternoon.
Exactly. It's both of these things at the same time. Or sorry, I guess it just depends on where the dice go.
Well, also, but one thing that our games often have, which this one just doesn't have, is usually there's some kind of reward system for how well you roleplay a moment.
Yes.
And in this, no matter how compelling Thistle makes an argument to the guards, it's not going to impact her pool.
Yeah.
That's it.
like so you do it all,
And there's no
then
spending
you're like,
willpower
and
either.
I'm rolling at a negative
Yeah, I guess
one or
there's
whatever.
stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
a-
it accumulates so fast and so hard to reduce between scores that like you can't spend it in quite the same. Anyway, it's
We should
an
save this for
interesting
a
system.
Frozen.
Sorry, yes, we're gonna
It's
talk
a
about that.
really
We'll get back
interesting
to it,
system.
but-
It's unlike anything I've
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
like.
Oh, we're gonna talk about this for the
It's
next
really
hour.
fun, but it's specifically different. Yeah.
Everyone's feeling good?
Yeah.
We're all feeling good here? Okay. I think we're going to get back into it. Let me remind you, not at all, Marathi. Just hold on for about an hour or so, and then we'll be into Scott's salacious social corner, where we're going to talk about the game. A reminder. Top of the stairs, 3rd floor-ish. Out the window, east facing. Coming out of a window, 1st floor. It's not a big drop to the ground, but you're currently struggling to make your way through it.
My crinolin's stuck.
Bottom of the stairwell, 1st floor, close to the front door where you came in. The sound of, as I said, 100 voices crying out in pain and rage is carried to you across the wind, sweeping in from the east. All the glass in the ballroom blows out at the same time as the force of this sound whoosh rushes in. You can feel it as well. It doesn't harm you necessarily, but it really is a shock.
But we're on the other side of the building, right?
Well, no, you dropped the body so that it would hit the. You crossed it so that you would hit the
Yeah.
ballroom.
So, but which windows are being blown out? The windows that the body's currently bouncing in? Okay, then yeah, I feel
yeah,
it.
all coming towards you.
Yeah. Okay.
I get pushed back into the room and have to start again.
Just you though. Your dress
Just
stays
me.
in the place.
No. Oh my! I mean, you could resist the consequence if you had stressed up.
Oh god, it's upsetting.
That's okay.
Storyteller burn.
The sound of these voices, as I mentioned, reaches your ears, and you won't be able to see this just yet. They're going to see it first. Dozens of spectral forms race across the lawn. So these are ghosts, angry spirits. Their arms are outstretched, their teeth are bared, for lack of a better word, and they are emitting an absolutely horrific noise. They are racing towards the manor.
I'm on the 3rd floor.
Correct.
I'm going to leap out the window.
Okay.
I'm gonna parkour this shit.
Okay.
Roll, because I'm gonna have to yank her out the window because I can't
See.
deal with this. She's the only one who I know who can. So I am going to literally leap out the window so that I can pull her out the window.
Yeah. This
Or
is
leap
gonna,
out my window to pull her out of hers.
Yeah, this is going to put you in the path of the oncoming ghost rush.
Duh.
Reckless.
That's exactly what I wanted. All right, John. I like it.
I'm
awesome.
without hesitation. I'm going to put one foot on the rope that's currently holding up Telda. I'm going to kick off it so that I can sail out the window backwards,
Oh.
so that when I land on my feet, I can roll to absorb the impact, so that I can then run to the window.
Oh, okay, you're not grabbing her like on the way down.
No,
No, okay. You're going to roll and then get back up and grab her and kind of get out of there.
I can't, because I can't like grab her on the way down.
No, that's what I
assume.
figured, yeah.
That would probably hurt her.
Hips
Yeah.
off.
I mean, that would be pretty brutal.
I mean, she has a ghost. She has a ghost stake to pop her hips off.
yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
What kind of action is this?
I mean, it's desperate as hell. What do you
Okay.
mean? What kind of action is this? It's standard effect, but you can't. There's no. You'll look cool, I guess, if you pull it off.
What kind of a devil's bargain will you give me?
Holy shit!
I just want to see if I can crit this.
Just all ones, just to spite.
It's probably gonna be. Let's be fair.
But yeah, you don't know currently what the sort of spirits that are oncoming are aiming for. My devil's bargain to you is that they will be looking at you. They will be. You're gonna take it.
I succeed, but I don't crit.
Okay, that's fine. Success, right, Zane? At all costs.
Not at all costs.
Oh.
I just will succeed.
You leap out into the air. The sound of the spirits approaching essentially is keeping you aloft. Feels like it, of course, as you fall. Your feet touch the stone wall as you push off into, I think, a backwards roll is my understanding, to absorb the blow. It's kind of impressive that you're able to do this, and yet here you are, on your feet, staring now at Telda's body, hanging body, which was pressed against the glass and is now kind of blowing in the wind. It's actually being pushed into the ballroom by the force of the oncoming spirits.
I've already created art. I have no need to admire it.
You're gonna grab, absolutely, cheers. No,
Major eye roll, but still.
Yeah, major eye roll. Great. Okay. You can hear the ghosts that are oncoming are not making sounds that you recognize as human. It's a sort of, imagine like a banshee wail, but there are dozens of them. It's truly sonically horrific. You can see them one of them locks eyes with you, and they glow as she starts to reach out towards you, foaming at the mouth. What do you do?
I'm pulling her out of the window.
Okay.
Hi.
Whoa!
This does not require an action. She was on her way. she comes out the window. Great. Okay. Talk me through this. What's the plan? There are dozens of
Can
look like hungry
Can we
ghosts.
see Thistle?
Not from where you are, no.
Fuck.
Thistle, you're at the bottom of the stairwell. I mean, as near as you can tell. Yeah, as near as you can tell.
Yeah.
People were upstairs, but you're not sure. You can see the sort of form of spectral mist, basically, kind of rushing towards you. It's from this distance, it's a bit difficult to make out, but you have to assume that it is hungry ghosts making their way towards the Ravine Ambassador's estate. What do you do?
Currently trying to figure out what I can. What is it like? Evacuate people that I sent to the kitchen just to get the heck out? Is it throw them to the wolves, so to speak, and get myself out?
Yeah.
But it's also I'm currently assuming that Gas is probably upstairs and Waif is in a closet near the kitchen.
Yeah.
Or locked up in the pantry. That is what my current assumption is, so it's just trying to figure out what.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
You have survey, don't you?
Yeah.
Can you try to survey the crowd to see if any of them are wearing wraith masks now? Now that there's been an attack, so that they can identify themselves? Or at least survey the crowd to see if there's anything abnormal?
Yeah, is survey the situation of the people who, is there anyone that seems too calm?
Oh.
That's a great question.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a great question. You can do this. This is a survey.
The answer is me.
That's okay. I can't see you at the moment.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
There's risk. There's risk involved in staying where you are.
Yeah. But I'm close to the door. And
of course, sure.
I know where the kitchen is, so I know that I can get. So in my mind, I'm also okay, great. Everyone's in the kitchen. As long as I get further from the kitchen than where all these hungry ghosts are, they'll eat everyone in the kitchen, and I'll be okay.
You just have to run faster
Yeah,
than
yeah,
your
slowest
friend,
person,
not
yeah.
And this probably won't be affected by your cracked rib, because you're just looking at things.
No.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, great. It's a risky action,
Yeah.
standard effect. You're looking for people who look too calm.
We gotta fix that cracked rib. So we gotta keep you alive.
What's my
After what I'm about to do.
Oh shit. Oh wait, no.
Oh, wait, yes.
Wait, no! I don't know what's going on over there. What's your devil's bargain for looking around?
I know, right?
Huh?
Is there one?
I mean, it's currently pure chaos, so I would say the devil's bargain is that it's going to be a complication for you. One of the Imperial guards that is rushing by is going to try to carry you off to the kitchen with everyone else.
Okay.
It's not what you wanted, so it's not great. But
Yeah.
it's, that's the bargain I'm offering you.
It means that you're going where everyone else is going to be.
Yeah.
So you get to stay with the action.
Yeah.
Sorry?
No, nothing. Nothing at all.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it.
I don't like the sounds of that.
I got a 3, a 1, and a 1, so 3.
Okay.
That's not good.
That is not good.
Evening star.
I should get me some of these rigged casino dice over here.
Yeah, seriously, what the hell?
You
They
shoot
were
them down.
rolling shit.
You microwave them all for 1 second.
Can you imagine?
You walk a lonely road.
Oh man, that's
I feel
really
badly.
heavy.
I suffer harm complication, desperate.
Yeah, no,
I could lose the opportunity, but like.
Could lose the opportunity to survey. No, it's that this person is grabbing to grabbing you to carry you off, right? Basically, they're gonna aggravate your injury, and I'm offering you the consequences level 1 harm, which is going to be oh my god,
Aversion to touch.
it's physical harm in addition to the cracked rib, which will be. Trying to think of some examples, right?
Yeah. I've had like harm tables, but I think that's a thing.
Some of the glass. You step
Oh
on
no, you
it.
need that.
No, it's like they're like grabbing you around your injury,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's kind of.
Your head pops.
No, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to undo your healing clock as a consequence.
Oh, such cruelty.
Resist this.
Oh.
I hate it so much.
He hates being mean. Look at his face.
Nope, it's okay. I accept.
Okay.
I.
He loves being mean.
I meant no.
He's
Yep.
re-aggravating
Yeah.
this injury, which also you opened your.
I opened my.
I'm not
Changeling, if
blaming
you're
you,
listening,
Obviously.
re-aggravated damage. That's a thing.
Hey,
Yeah.
take that.
Page
Great.
31, by the way, Scott, is examples of harm.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's the ticket. I'll find it. Okay. Cool.
Battered, drained, distracted, scared, confused.
Battered.
Yeah, I'm okay with losing my healing clock. That feels like a really, like, it's harsh, but I accept it, sort of thing.
Fair.
Yeah. Harsh but fair. Great.
Brutal, by the way. Thank you, Jen.
There's nothing but sad oboes. I don't know why I'm hating on the oboe. It's
So
a
as
perfectly
he
fine
does
instrument.
this-
Seriously.
I'm going to, like, struggle to resist, sort of.
Yeah.
Mostly just to try to subtly encourage him to put me on the far side of the kitchen from where the ghosts are coming. That's it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, he's carrying you down the hall,
Yeah.
so you will have an opportunity to try to get away if you want to take it at some point. But I will leave that action to you as he's carrying you along. That is correct. So the Imperial
Yeah.
Guard kind of picks you up and he's just like, "We have to get out of here," carries you along.
There's been an accident!
Oh, it's horrible.
They're coming for us.
We're going back outside. You're facing down at least a dozen specters. They look angry. These are not the usual spirits that you've had dealings with, that you've even had dealings with here in Duskfall. Most spirits that are not immediately disposed of by the spirit wardens that manifest as ghosts, they typically kind of stay in one area, right? They might haunt that area. They might even attack people who come near, but they do not do this, which seems to be some sort of targeted hunting. At least not to your knowledge. They're bearing down on him. What do you do?
I have my arcane pouch.
Yeah, sure.
So there's a few things I'd like to do
Okay.
in this day.
Yeah.
Day.
This day. So the first thing is my arcane pouch includes a few items. One of them is a pouch of black salt, which deters spirits.
Yeah.
I want to take it out and hand it to Zane.
I have a Spirit Bane charm.
Get this to the ambassador.
Oh, okay, that's a better idea. Sorry, what is it that you're handing me specifically?
So it's a pouch of black salt.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm the one who
And
they're
you're
targeting, not him.
telling him to get it to the ambassador?
Run. And
Yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna fuck.
no, you can't drink it.
Well, it's power. I mean, you can. I guess
Reckless.
you could.
But with my other action, as if we're playing Pandemic, what the fuck, Liz?
Yes.
I grab, because another thing I have
Yeah, sure.
is a vial of Quicksilver.
Yeah. What do
And
you
I'm
do?
gonna drink.
What does that do?
Okay,
What does it say? What does it say that it does?
You're not gonna be happy about it. What?
Oh, it increases your attunement to the field, right?
A toxic metallic fluid, the user's mind opens further to the ghost field. Take 1 die to attune roll. Upon use, suffer level 2 harm zoned out.
You doing this?
Yeah.
Okay. Waves passed you a bag of black powder? Liz? Black salt?
Black
salt.
salt.
Yeah, it smells like farts. It smells like. Sorry.
We have some in our house.
It smells like sulfur. And I believe she told you to run, Zane. I leave it to you. Waif, you drink the Quicksilver.
Like.
The texture of it moving down your throat is one that you have probably never experienced. There's a joke there, and I'm not going to make it. There is probably not anything that you've experienced before. It feels like it's coating the inside of your throat in metal, but it's liquid. It must be running down into your stomach. The ghost field snaps into view for you. The ghosts that are in front of you, however, do not change shape. They are of the spirit world. And they are still bearing down on Zane. Zane, are you moving? What are you doing?
I mean, she drank Quicksilver, so
Yeah.
she gets +1 die to an attune roll.
Yeah, so what are you going to do? Okay, so what do you want to do with
I want
him?
to step between Zane and the spirits.
Okay, yeah, great. And do what?
And I throw my veil off.
Oh my god, okay.
How can I help you?
Okay. So you're tuned. Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. Wait. This is a desperate action.
Yeah, I figured.
You are drawing their ire,
Yes.
like onto yourself, right?
Yep.
So you may take your XP for this desperate action.
I will.
I mean, standard effect. They might listen to you. Maybe. I don't know.
So I have a question just before this is happening.
me the hell up.
So as I understand it, though, these rolls involve it's not like my skirmish roll resolved the whole skirmish, not just like round 1
Yeah.
of the skirmish. So what is the whole intent of what you're trying to do?
You
So-
can. Sorry. Just to jump in. super
Yeah.
quick. Yes, you can resolve it like an entire kind of sequence. You can micro it up as well if you'd prefer, right? Like.
Yeah,
I mean, I certainly
skirmish
hope I
round,
don't
you
have to
could.
roll again.
like that's what I want to know though.
That
Like,
would
what's
be
what's your whole goal,
Yeah.
not
So
just like
I want them to focus entirely on me.
Yeah.
Give up hunting for Zane. Give up hunting for because I have a theory.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Waif felt that heat and the energy from the drink, and she thinks it's supernatural. So she's like, maybe if somebody else drank it, that means that they're targeting them.
That's interesting. Yeah.
So I'm just trying to divert their attention.
Okay.
And find out why they're so mad.
Yeah. Okay. That makes total sense to me. If you manage to succeed at doing so, dispelling them is an almost impossible task. Like I'll just put that
Yeah,
out
of
there. Like
course.
you don't have the resources to dispel this many ghosts. But if you do this, I imagine you would at least be able to have them hold off long enough that people can get out.
If I need to spend the rest of the session occupying these ghosts, I will do so. We'll play Parcheesi in the garden. It'll be fine. Parcheesi.
Mercury. Go ahead.
Is that okay? Is there anything else I should?
Of course it's okay.
What kind of devil's bargain would you offer me just out of curiosity?
You've already suffered level 2 harm zoned
Yeah.
out, right? Mm-hmm.
And I assume that only comes into play after this roll, because otherwise it would just negate the die that I added because of the Quicksilver.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Well, no. It only applies if you are if you are zoned out.
Yeah.
but you're zoned in to the ghost field.
Yes.
If you need to like sidestep a bullet or something, you fucked. Like, it's bad news. No, so that's fine.
Is there a way I can assist you?
I don't know.
'Cause I haven't used my assist.
yeah, that's
Ooh, maybe.
This might be the role to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems important. So then, let's think about
is an
this.
a bunch
Now,
of
what could it have been? And you think of the devil's bargain, because I might take you up on that as well. Stack this. Stack it high.
my devil's bargain to you.
Yeah.
And this, just, be advised that we're nearing the end of the mini campaign, right? So I leave it entirely up to you whether this is worth it or not. Your attempt to command the spirits will rouse the ire of a faction of people that you do not know very well. The Dimmer Sisters, who are some of the, they're a small gang of essentially psychic sisters. They deal in spirit charms and the undead. No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. That doesn't make sense. It would aggravate instead the spirit wardens, whose job it is to dispel this kind of ghost.
I fucking hate them anyway. I'll
Would
totally.
it put us at -1 or -2 with them?
Minus
Or at
2.
War?
-2.
-2 is real bad.
Yeah, but
So
Christmas doesn't
after the incident with the Hellhound, I feel like Thistle would have taken time to sit down with Waif, with our limited time.
Yeah.
But to talk through, okay, how do we make this less of a disaster next time you need to summon a Hellhound? Because it's not don't summon a Hellhound, it's how do we do it better? So I would have pulled information on successful attempts at bringing spirits to aid, to someone's help.
Of course.
And so I would have spent time doing the research to find the right tomes and highlighting the paragraphs for Waif to have studied.
Much has been written on the occult in Duskfall. It's not a bad
awesome,
idea at all. It, there's risk, and anyone who's written about the occult, there's basically a big asterisk on it, being like, may not work all the time. Results may vary. However, I like it, and you can take +1.
That's awesome. Can I use one of your red dice, Kate?
Yeah. You're out of dice.
Yep.
Nice.
Did you take my Devil's Bargain as well?
I'm so tempted because of how shit my luck's been, but I don't want to fuck over the crew
No, that's okay.
by creating war.
Whatever, we're ending our campaign next session.
If you're okay with it.
And then eventually we're going to be like, we're picking it up, and you've got like -2.
No, we're
all
just
these
gonna be like,
factions.
fuck that. Why would we pick up that?
More
We
enemies.
didn't like being shadows. We want to be murderers.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Can I take another one then? I'll take
love
it,
this.
Scott. I'll remember to add that
I am
after.
100% ready for you.
My luck has been so bad. We need like
We're on that list.
we need a colossal.
We need a colossal win here, right?
Yeah.
Remind me what they're called?
Did I say this was a desperate action?
Yeah, I added my expectations.
No, it wasn't the Dimmer Sisters. It
The
was.
Spirit Wardens, but I'm not sure if they're there.
I can add them.
It's a crit. Bad.
I love it.
It's actually really upsetting because it's 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 6.
Yes.
That is upsetting.
They are on the list.
Okay, awesome.
Yay! And Kate, one of them was yours.
Yay!
Oh, you know
A
that.
6 and a 1, you know?
My rolls have been all about
The
extremes.
Devil's Bargain was the 1. The help was the 6.
Yeah, 100%.
sure.
Yay!
I just want to say kudos to Scott for remembering the names of all these fucking factions.
Weirdly enough, my brain can't remember rules, but it can remember factions.
I know this isn't
You're
super
a
high def, but
warhound.
each
You
line
love
that
it.
looks like it's got text on it is a fucking faction.
there's
Yeah.
it's
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
a lot of
So
people.
Yay! Oh, thank
Sorry, I should
God
say
I did
that for
something
facts.
right.
Oh, it's all right. That's fine. Scott's salacious social in the corner.
yeah.
Waif.
Yup.
You open your mouth to speak to the spirits, and the Quicksilver has dialed you in to the ghost field. In so much so, and this is a property of Quicksilver that you know because I'm sure you've used this before. The words that come out of your mouth, you can see them kind of being formed like steam on a cold, not steam, but like your breath on a cold day, condenses in the air before floating over to them. It's made of the most magical, pure silver, at least to your eyes in this moment. To Zane, it just looks like you're going, you know.
Okay.
The screeching stops all at once, and you can hear this as you're being hustled towards the kitchen. It is, well, it's not quite deathly quiet for you because there's the sound of like sobbing and stuff coming from the kitchen, and like, "Hey, keep it down. There's
Oh my god.
everything's under control," you know. Outside, however, it is deathly silent. I know what I'm doing. And that one kind of banshee-like figure who had her arms outstretched towards Zane instead turns them towards you. They have stopped, and your theory was that they were essentially on the hunt for maybe whoever had consumed the powder or whatever.
Yeah.
Your question was?
How can I help you?
And the banshee kind of like hovers in the air as everyone else begins to float and just move kind of in these spirals. And she manages to rasp out the words rest, or the word rest. We need to rest. Let us rest.
Someone is not allowing you rest?
Let us rest. That's what she seems to be able to say.
Who is not letting you rest?
Let us rest, she screams.
Right.
The glass on the second floor blows out from the scream.
Yeah, so dispelling them is really hard.
She seems to be begging you, but she's also not, moving forward.
There is a place you must be tied to.
She motions, she points beyond you into the Arubian ambassador's estate. And then, as one, the mass of ghosts turns and points out the way they came. In that direction is, let's just quickly check. In that direction, it doesn't actually have what I want on it. That's fine. Just quickly grab this here. I mean, in that direction is like the Lord Governor's stronghold, the academy, and out further is the dark ocean, the dark sort of sea.
Okay, so the banshee says that she's tied to this place, but everyone else is saying they're tied away.
They all do this, including her.
Oh, okay, cool.
So she motioned in towards the estate. They all motioned out towards whatever, the east. You don't know.
Someone pulled you from your place of rest. I swear I will get vengeance for you. If you come with me, I will accompany you back to your place of rest.
The voice that sounds... I'll just quickly fill John in here, if I may. John, Zane. You were given a pouch of black salt, and then immediately Waif turned around, drank a vial of quicksilver, and demanded that the pack of ghosts tell her what they are hunting for. They have... Crit. They stopped in front of her, and they are now essentially conversing. It's hard for you to understand because a lot of the words are being exchanged across the ghost fields so that you can feel them more than hear them.
Ooh.
Ooh, somewhere deep in your...
Oh, I critted. That was
Yeah,
another
crit.
exciting thing.
Yeah, which is pretty
I took a
fantastic.
devil's bargain. We're at war. No big deal.
No, we're not at war yet. Don't
That's
worry
right.
about it.
Minus
It's fine. Minus 2, it's
with
fine.
the spirit wardens or whatever it is in the middle of that page there.
Okay.
Da, 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 da.
But they have stopped moving. This is an opportunity to... it's an opportunity to run. You are offering to take vengeance.
Mm-hmm. But I want to accompany... I will accompany you back to your place of rest. And I will get vengeance for you. I will find who did this.
You can hear in your mind the voice of the Banshee. And she says, "None can follow us to where we rest, because we do not rest. We need to rest. We must do this. Then we can rest."
What is it you need to do?
And the word blood floats across your mind.
No. Your mind has been warped and twisted. Someone is pulling you from your rest. They are using you, and they mean you harm as much as the person whose blood they wish to spill.
The ghost's eyes begin to glaze over as she looks through you and beyond into
It
the
is a
estate.
lie.
How do you know?
Because I was there. I looked in the eyes of everyone inside. And now I look in your eyes now. And I know whose eyes I trust the more. And that is yours. And if you let me, I would like to accompany you as far along your path as you will let me.
You cannot accompany us, for we do not rest. She essentially repeats what she says before, right?
Do you trust I could try to help you rest?
No. Only the one who bound us can help us rest.
Who is
And
it?
we must seek blood for him.
Who is that? Please tell me.
The one who bound us is the one for whom we must seek blood, and then we can rest.
Will you lead me to them?
No. I will do no such thing.
Not even for a crit.
I have a vial of slumber essence, so you can just multiply that into enough for all the spirits, right?
The spirits begin to shimmer. The ghost field begins to sort of like sway back and forth.
Like I'm losing it?
They're preparing to move again. You want to accompany them back to where they are?
I do. I don't want to hurt the ghosties. I don't want to trap them. I don't want to do anything. But I
She
can.
thrusts her fists against the posts and still insists she sees the ghosts.
Right.
I like that.
I can take. I mean, I have a spirit bottle. It's part of my arcane kit.
To capture a spirit?
Yeah, but I don't want to capture.
Oh my god. I will ask while we're in the middle of this, and I think this is important, but I just want to know. Zane, are you watching this unfold, or do you have an action? Like, are you getting out of there? Are you waiting for Waif to
She told me to run to find the ambassador. I have to listen to her.
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
I personally don't give a fuck about the ambassador, but I'm going to assume that there's a good reason for her to tell me to do that. So
What are you hoping to do if you find
Leverage.
the ambassador?
Booyakasha.
give him whatever she gave me.
Ooh, that makes sense.
Did you tell me what to do with it?
I think what I wanted you to do was to throw it on him. I didn't articulate that, so that's
Okay, then I'll throw it on him.
How are you?
fart salt.
How are you gonna find him?
Hunt.
Yay,
Sure,
Zane!
good. That makes sense to me. He is no longer in the ballroom. You weren't there, of course. You have no idea, but he was led away, probably, or told to seek safety. You can hunt for him. It's a risky action.
Devil's bargain.
Fucking hell. You're at war.
Yeah, great. Devil's bargain. A couple people are breaking away from the kitchen to come back to see what's going on. You know them. It's your parents.
No, I'll take the stress.
See your parents? Take stress.
Take stress.
I'm gonna take the stress.
Take
Boom.
the stress.
I mean, I'll take more
Lancer.
stress if I have to see my parents.
Oh my
Hunt.
god.
Hunt.
5.
The Eruvian ambassador. Excuse me, everyone. Sorry. The Eruvian ambassador. Hunting along this floor, essentially the bathroom, the ballroom backs out into another wing. It is immediately apparent that the Eruvian ambassador is being kept under heavy guard. There are 8 Imperial guards sort of standing around him. As you turn the corner, you can see this. Did you want to try to remain hidden as you looked for him, or you're just looking for him basically?
I have to throw this at him.
Yeah, great. Okay. The Eruvian ambassador, dark-skinned, beautiful complexion, right? But panic in his eyes, turns around and thrusts a finger out. What is this? And to his
This
guards-
will keep you safe. What's my consequence, by the way?
Oh, from it's coming.
Okay.
In the sense that the guards are moving to defend him. My consequence for you is going to be, this is the consequence of the hunt. The consequence of the hunt is, because we're gonna keep another consequence for the action that you're. I want you to get this off. Level 2 harm, cut to the ribs.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, yes.
join us
Prowess,
in our
resolve, or
level
insight.
Prowess.
We're all
People
level
are
2
slashing at
harm.
you with their blades to try to keep you away from.
No, I'm gonna resist this with
Yeah, of
stress.
course you are. Yeah.
I'll take 1 stress.
Okay. Where you at? Yeah, you.
I have
still
2
have
stress remaining.
I didn't notice I didn't notice the 5 at first. I just saw.
You were just like, "Whoop."
2 twos.
I have a 2 and a 2, but I also have a 5.
I imagine, Zane, and I would love, John, if you have any sort of flavor to add to this or whatever. I imagine that the ambassador's hand goes up. What is this? Who is this man? Who is this person?
What is
And
this?
2 of the guards move to try to cut you down, thinking that perhaps you're an assassin, but you've already kind of moved past them.
All right, here's what's going to happen. They're swinging their swords.
Yeah.
I am going to drop down to my knees. Like, I am covered in Telda's blood.
That's correct. Yeah. It's dry.
I mean, it's a black thing, but like I am still covered in Telda's blood. I'm still wearing my night vision goggles and a scarf around my
you are an
face.
assassin, right? Yeah.
I am sliding down on my knees across the floor of this, holding this, and I am going to hurl it. I still shout, "This will protect you." I'm going to hurl it directly at his chest.
Okay. I mean, oh God. Okay. Yes. All right.
Incredible.
It is. No, it is. And
What a
this
party.
isn't even a roll. This is the action that you are taking.
That's up to you.
No, it is. No, this is happening.
Okay.
You slide beneath the 2 blades that slash out to try to catch you. You can see the surprise in both of their faces as you move faster than light. The salt leaves the pouch and is splashed onto the Eruvian ambassador's face. He steps back, coughing wildly, as 2 of the Imperial guards grab you roughly.
I'm going to skirmish them to get away.
Okay, well now we're talking rolls because.
Well,
you're
no,
just gonna
I'm
get
not
after.
sticking around. I mean, they've already grabbed me?
Yeah. Well, I mean, sorry, they're coming for you.
No, I'm going to parkour.
Parkour to get away.
Yeah, I think I have to. I can't afford to get caught. I look like I'm the responsible party.
I mean,
Yeah.
where is the lie?
So, I could try to sway them. That's not going to work. I don't think that's going to be very
I think that would have
effective.
very limited effect.
I could try prowling. I could try just basically trying to like parkour my way out of this shit.
yeah.
Or I could skirmish these guards
Yes,
in
you
an
could try
attempt
to fight them as well. That's true. I think. So I'll put this to you. The prowling to get away would be desperate. If you do not get away, they will get you and they will try to cut you down, or rather, injure you. If you skirmish them to get away, you might give yourself enough breathing room to do so. So that would be risky rather than desperate.
We're prowling.
Okay.
Devil's bargain?
Scott's working.
I'm working overtime on I have a list here, and it's like it's not enough for me.
Can I propose a devil's bargain?
You can propose one, sure.
Assuming that I get away,
Yeah.
I will propose that I will. If I manage to get away, I will not distract. Either I won't distract any of the guards, or I'll reattract the attention of some of the spirits.
That's heavy. I'm gonna do you one better.
Okay.
Reattract the attention of the spirits, but not now, but later. I.e., they will feel your essence in Duskfall.
Oh dear. I don't think it's worth it. I have 5 dice. Maybe I don't need the 6.
No, you don't. You have more dice than any of us ever roll.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's true. Coming back to you.
5. It's a desperate action.
It is a very desperate action. I believe you also have -1 to resisting the consequences of this desperate action.
That is correct.
Sorry, the consequences.
Yep.
I like to imagine that you're essentially kicking off a wall, leaping over, I don't know, cartwheeling over a table or some shit. 2 muskets come to bear and blast towards you. Consequence for not quite succeeding this. Well, you didn't fail, so, I mean, you're getting away. So I'm going to say consequence will be level 2 harm. Level 2 harm shot.
If I if I resist this, it's with prowess.
It's with prowess at -1.
I still have.
How much? 3?
I have 2.
2?
I can handle this.
I know. I love it. I love the
You have
handle.
3 prowess.
No, but or 2 stress left.
Daredevil, I take -1 to resistance rolls if it's a desperate action. That's the rub. Oh.
That's what I like to hear. What's going on, John?
I will take enough stress to grab trauma again.
Unbelievable.
I rolled a double 2.
Oh my god.
Come back to your trauma.
Yep. Anyway, that'll remove me from the score, but I'm gonna.
I'm going to suggest to you, John, that the blasts of the muskets are, they've essentially got the hallway locked down, so you need to go out a window and immediately exit the premises.
Yep, that's what's happening.
Oh my god.
As you crash out yet another window. I feel like all the windows are busted.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. We're not going to be renting this place for any birthday parties.
No, we just need to open up a glazier shop.
Yeah. Honestly, you make a killing at this point.
So the glaziers of the city, the laborers that we're at +1 with, we're at +2 with, right?
Yes.
So just so that you know, now I'm just going to say it because I will have an opportunity to stand up. Our order was canceled.
Oh.
Do you want to either order from another place, or do you want me to just quickly arrange something that we can eat after the game?
The latter, but
Or we could go to a restaurant.
That's true.
I think I vote for the latter, just like, I don't know, some throw it together.
Sure.
Like,
Okay.
there's something easy, like,
I'll put some water on to boil after we figure this out.
Thank you.
whatever's simplest.
When you say this, do you mean the situation that you're in?
Well, finding out what's going on with this.
Oh, great, yeah. I'm
I'm still interested in what's happening in the fucking game.
Right, cool. But Zane has exited the building.
Yeah.
I'm going to come back to you in just a moment. Wait, I want to know where you're at, because you have indeed been carried to the other
Towards
end
the
of the kitchen.
kitchen?
Yeah. Or you're on the way there.
Yeah. So, I totally had a genius idea that I was so proud of, and it's all gone because other people are cool. That's all good.
Fuck. Just thinking
I'm
of
going
5.
to
I was rolling so well.
at least give me a moment to fasten my bodice, right? Because I was still wrestling it together.
Yeah.
Or would you like for claims of the word that I'm looking for that I can't find, but inappropriate claims to be leveled against you, sir?
Decency?
Yeah.
No, but like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to try to gain at least enough time to fasten my bodice. And while I do so,
Yes.
I would like to. So he's a guard, right?
I did a good job.
They're professional
Yeah.
soldiers, but like,
But
yeah.
while
yeah,
I'm doing this, I would like to
Yes.
drop my wrist and my concealed palm pistol.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck.
Wait, what? Okay, yeah.
It's
Okay.
a-
God, I
it's a
love this.
thing
Oh
that
my
a
God,
spider
yes.
has.
Now
Yes,
it's
please.
a fucking party.
Concealed palm pistol. So I fix my bodice.
Yeah.
And then instantly, as I take my hand away from my bodice, the last button being fastened,
Ooh.
gun.
To hold them up.
Gotta be careful, corsets will kill you.
This is amazing because Zane and Wave have really done a lot of fuckery. And
Let
then
me
we've got
go.
Molly to
There's something
Make it
approaching
in
this
style.
Make
area.
it okay.
Get people to safety. I'm one person. There are dozens in the kitchen.
I'm making
The greater good.
The greater good.
good. Everyone, you can hear in the kitchen. I'm gonna make a fortune roll
Okay.
for the guard's reaction to this
Yeah.
because I feel like he would be swayed by like, yeah, sure, just a second, and then
Yeah.
the tables have been turned. He wasn't expecting
Yeah.
it either. What I'm making a fortune roll for is whether he is going to essentially say, not worth it, not
Yeah.
worth my life, or
Yeah.
if he's going to say, I'd rather die in the line of duty.
Yeah.
That's the fortune roll.
Okay.
Duty.
Duty. Oh, I see those double 60 crits.
Well,
Nice.
the fortune
Double
roll
60
is
crits is the new name for that now.
Yeah.
like that. Double 60.
Sorry to give away your roll, but I saw it here. I was like, oh.
So he like immediately stiffens. Pardon the phrase. And he looks down at the palm pistol. He does not move a muscle as he looks up into your eyes. You're going to kill me.
If you stop me, can I take a step backwards?
He hasn't moved.
Another step?
Will you let me tend to the guests?
Of course. If you turn towards the kitchen, you will suffer no harm. Another step backwards.
He turns towards the kitchen. Does he suffer harm?
No harm.
Bam in the back! Oh shit!
I always wanted to do this.
I am absolutely hugging the side of the wall the furthest from the fucking ghost windows.
Yeah, 100%.
And I am doing my best to
Word.
get out the front door because I hope that I've created enough of a distraction for my allies to do whatever the fuck they need to do because I believe I prevented guards from going upstairs. And I believe that I've got enough people in the kitchen, that there's enough noise, that Wave can do her shit. Also, there are ghosts, so hopefully she's kissing ghosts.
You're the reason I got to get whatever I needed to get done. So you did succeed there.
And if I can get out the front door, I'm gonna try to get a sense of what the fuck is going on the outside.
Yeah. Reaching the front door, hugging that wall,
Yeah.
that's no problem.
Yeah.
Indeed, there is. I mean,
Yeah.
it's interesting. The chaos isn't actually in the ballroom, right? That's where the assault was coming from.
Mm-hmm.
So they've essentially fallen back to two positions. The Eruvian ambassador, famously covered in black salt,
Mm-hmm.
you don't know that, and everyone else in the kitchen taking up defensive positions.
I've forgotten.
Yeah.
I was surveying last time for who looked too calm. Did I find that answer?
I believe you failed.
Ah, yes. Right.
Which is unfortunate.
Thank you. Yep.
Bye, Gil. Thank
Answer:
you.
no one's looking calm.
Yeah, great.
Looking.
Yeah.
If there was
Yeah,
someone in the
no,
crowd,
that's fine, that's fine.
they've vanished.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
however, yes, you are able to exit the building.
Great.
The scene outside, the carriages that would be, kind of ferrying people out of here have been abandoned. Possibly, they've been left, at the stables. Far off in the distance, you can see a group of people, probably the stable hands and the drivers, arguing amongst themselves. There's like a big bonfire where they were having their own little party, right? They're pointing at each other, gesticulating. Getting out of here won't be a problem if you choose to go. Nobody's watching you in this moment. Their attention seems to be attracted towards the other side of it.
I'm trying to figure out where my friends are.
Yeah.
So that's my ultimate goal.
Okay.
Is to try to keep myself as not the closest to wherever those ghost screams were coming from, but also trying to locate my friends.
Okay.
So I guess I'm going to start cautiously rounding the building.
Yeah.
This is hopefully a survey action in that I'm trying to assess based on what I know of my friends, what I know of our plan, what I know of the building,
Yep.
and also just walking around.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, and it would be a controlled survey roll. You're making sure that you're safe. For
Yeah.
sure. Absolutely, yeah.
Great.
There you go. Yeah.
My cracked rib doesn't stop me from looking
Not
at
from doing
things.
this. Yeah. You're taking the time.
5.
Okay.
Oof.
So I'll tell you that while he is out of the action currently, you know that Zane is with you here.
Okay.
I mean, sorry, you find him this
I'm always with you, right here.
You can see, as you round the side of the building, Olianning, Waif, is currently in the midst of a conversation with a mass of spirits.
Typical Friday.
Drax.
Or whatever day.
It really does, yeah.
Typical
It really
insert
does.
weekday here.
It was a controlled action.
Yeah.
So the consequence will be if you want to approach, that it's going to have to become a risky action. From here, you're safe.
Okay.
But if you want to approach further, you're going to have to change your tune, change your tactic, or
I'm going
make it
to
riskier.
approach her. I get closer because she has a status effect of tuned out, so I assume she seems like she's like meditating.
Yeah,
She's,
yeah,
like, in a meditative state, talking to
Yeah. If she was levitating, it would, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
just doing this in front of a bunch of spirits. It's
Yeah.
horrible. Ooh.
Yeah. So then I am going to attempt to approach.
Okay. What's the goal to get Waif out of
So
there?
I am going to clutch my Spirit Bane Charm.
Yeah.
To hopefully get them. There's lots of other meat around, but I'm gonna try to approach to get to Ollie to try to attempt some sort of like to also wield the Spirit Bane Charm so that the ghosts at least don't touch her,
Yeah.
right? So that's my goal, is to at least keep her from physical harm from this, or like, I don't know, ghosts infiltrating her brain. I don't know how ghosts work. She's the expert.
That's honestly fair.
Yeah, it's literally just like, don't touch her.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's my goal, is get to her. Yeah.
I'm going to so basically like I want this action to happen because
Yeah.
it will encompass
Yeah.
taking her away
Yeah.
and extracting from this
Yeah.
mission.
Yeah. This
It's
is risky.
risky.
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine here. Is this like
I feel like it's finesse. Like, can I argue for finesse? I'm trying to
can.
like go slowly. I've got the Spirit Bane Charm, but I'm not like trying to throw
not
it
trying
at
to-
the ghost or anything. It's
No, no, no.
literally just like, look,
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt you, ghost, but I don't want you to hurt me. So like, hopefully you don't want to eat me right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just coming over to my friend here.
no, of course.
So that's my hope.
Yeah.
What would be a devil's bargain for this action? No, we're so mean.
No, it's fair. Like I'm gonna definitely need a lot more of these next time. One of the rogue spirits will attune to you, so they will again be able to find your essence in the city. That's my devil's bargain for you.
No.
No.
I'm gonna take 2 stress,
Okay.
which means I can't resist.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Bad outcome. I don't know my statistics well enough, so I'm gonna just do this. Does my cracked rib come into play?
No.
Okay. 6.
Nice.
I see
Thank
those
you.
other dice too.
It's 1 and a 2. So yeah, 6 it is.
The spirits seem to be in some sort of. I mean, you have like I don't.
No,
think you
I
have
don't
the
know much about
experience to know.
spirits,
They
but
seem to be in some sort of holding pattern, right? They're essentially moving in these circles, like they've almost formed a mass of bodies. There's a lot of what looks like bloodlust or anger.
so it's like a tinderbox in that like
But-
it's just a bunch of like flammable material, but there's no flame yet.
Exactly. They were rushing towards something. They were stopped in that action. And as you are taking her away, I'm gonna suggest that what plays out is the conversation that you're having with the sort of banshee.
Because I think I'm so zoned out that like
Yeah, you might not
maybe
even know. until
maybe
the
I
dawn.
kind of recognize I'm being pulled away, but I can't resist
Yeah.
because I'm
Well,
just not on that plane.
Yeah.
So
I'll take you one further. It's as if you're being psychically pulled away. Like it's like a
Yeah.
dream or something. It's like in Get Out. You're falling through the darkness away from the ghosts. However, Waif,
yeah.
there is consternation amongst the spirits in front of you as they seem to be purposeless or meandering. There is, as Kate well put it, it's a tinderbox.
Yeah.
But there's no direction for it or no flame. There's no ignition. And the banshee at the sort of head of all this is just she seems to be confused all of a sudden. Where did he go? He is gone. Our vengeance. How will we rest if we cannot take vengeance? He is gone.
Can you take vengeance on the one who bound you in the first place?
He is too powerful.
I will make him less powerful. Who is he?
Floating up to you from the darkness before you pass out, before you essentially are brought away,
Yeah.
a face. I'll repeat it for John later. A face floats up to you out of the darkness, conjured by the ghost field. It is near skeletal. It wears a wide-brimmed hat, and it has a glass eye. This is the face of the second in command of the gondoliers, Griggs, whom you know. I believe you're on pretty good terms with Griggs.
Not anymore, we're not.
That face, it floats to you out of the darkness. That's what I'll tell you, Waif. As you are pulled away. And away. And
I will bring you rest.
and away. And
I will
away,
bring you rest.
And away. And away.
I will bring you rest. Oh my god.
Where would you go after this fucking insanity, pardon my French, of
I
tonight?
mean, if my gently picking up my friend, then I would probably, my first step would be go to the fucking stables and be like, this is bad, go home, they
Yeah.
can't fire you for panicking. Is anyone going southeast?
You are able to essentially hide.
At least across the bridge.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
able to get passage back into not out of
Yeah.
Whitecrown, but into Brightstone. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All three of you. Zane looks pretty fucked up. You know, he might tell you what happened to him, but
Look,
he's not currently here.
my fucking cracked rib is unknit its progress, right? So
And this one is just like eyes glazed. She's out. Something's happening.
she's in the spirit world. Like, she's gone.
She's gone.
Yeah, she's going. She.
Just you talking to the.
Any
carriage
chance I could
driver.
make one more roll, spend a stress, and just grab a trauma?
Oh, you want to just trauma out? Just for fun?
Am I allowed to do that?
I don't know.
Can you make a case for it? What do you
Because
want to
the
do?
trauma stays, right?
Yeah, but I'm so high up on the stress meter that I don't want to risk traumaing out on our last session. I would rather take a trauma now
that
and
too.
reset.
Oh, I'm at I'm at all but one, but I also can do that, and I can adjust my result by 2 because of
Right.
my ability. So I'm hoping that I can at least take it
cool.
down.
There's that.
Yeah.
Zane, can I fill you in really quick?
Yeah.
I feel like some things have happened. Thistle came around the side of the building. Thistle met up with you, right?
Oh, hey, what's up?
Thistle was able to, grasping a Spirit Bane charm and working very slowly, was able to pull a zoned out Oleanning waif away from the ghosts, who were just a writhing mass, essentially ready to sort of burst, but with no target, with nowhere to go. And the one who was speaking to Waif basically said, what can we do? How can we, my target is gone. How am I supposed to seek vengeance? And I believe Waif said, who did this to you? Can you not seek vengeance upon him? And she said, no, he is too powerful. And she said, who is it? And the face of Griggs, the gondolier, floated up to her from the darkness.
I'm going to kill him.
They're like some of our only friends.
Not anymore.
Oh no, I'm not saying that you're wrong. What a dick.
We find ourselves in a carriage heading southeast across the bridge out of Whitecrown into Brightstone.
We're out of the score?
Yes.
Okay.
At a relatively breakneck speed.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah, sorry. No, because you were just talking
I'm
about
trying to think of a roll I can make because this is awful.
No, I'll do you one better.
Oh.
No need to roll. Do you want to take a level of trauma based on what you did today?
I propose taking Haunted as a trauma,
Fuck yeah.
given the fact that I've ingested ghost poison.
Trying to game her.
Do you want to do it
stress
too?
over
Because I'll
We could all
obviously
be
I'll do the
fucked
same
up.
thing. Your trauma would have to do with seeing your crewmates so destroyed. I don't have words for people right now.
Yeah, I mean,
unfortunately, but
the listed ones are cold, haunted, obsessed, paranoid, reckless, soft, unstable, and vicious.
I mean, I like cold for Thistle in the sense that you held up a guard at gunpoint who was trying to just get you to safety, right?
oh, I thought he was trying to like capture me because I was a pain.
Yeah.
Vicious could also kind of work in that
Vicious.
regard, like
I leave it to you.
verbally vicious.
Either of those are like.
I'm
cold
fine
or-
with cold or vicious, so
I think the actions that you took today.
I let someone get shot.
You did let someone get shot.
What about me?
What about you?
Cold.
I took trauma too.
Oh, today, yeah.
Yeah, I
was
filled
like-
up on
I was like,
stress.
John, fuck you off. You don't get any. Let's get that list again.
Cold, haunted, obsessed, paranoid, soft, unstable, vicious.
I mean, unstable is a step up from reckless. Am I wrong?
Reckless is a different one, which I already have.
Yes, correct.
I would say unstable could be
Yeah.
worth it. Vicious in that I like just straight up slit someone's throat and smash them into the
Bloodthirsty.
side of a building.
Yeah.
Haunted if the ghosts were originally trying to go for me.
I would say vicious in the sense of bloodthirsty. Would be perfect.
All right, well there it is.
Hooray!
And now you all had, and you'll be cold. And now
So
you all
that just
have lots.
resets our stress, but it doesn't do anything else, right?
That's
Yeah,
correct.
but I will say that if we don't, if we have trauma and we don't try to recover stress, we automatically take one. I was just looking at stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it's in the thing.
There's a thing there. I'd have to read the rules again specifically because it had to do with like
If you indulge a vice, if you do not or cannot indulge your vice during downtime, you take stress equal to your trauma.
Oh,
that makes sense.
oops! I should
Oh.
have started with one more stress.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do that immediately. I guess.
Because you won't be because
I
well,
got
there's-
lots of other stuff.
There's
to
no
do.
point in recovering. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. Awesome. My question is, as we are on this carriage, speeding out of Whiteground into Brightstone, eventually leading you back to the three-legged goat, is there anything the three of you want to
Are you
discuss?
fucking kidding? We're going back to the three-legged goat in this carriage?
Well,
Fuck no, we're
said
not.
that. No.
No,
Oh wait,
no.
I don't care. I'm reckless.
It's getting us across the bridge. I said, is anyone going southeast? And I like convince them like this is a disaster. No one's going to fault you for running away to protect your life. Is anyone running southeast? So I'm going to get us. I basically picked whoever said, yeah, I'm going to whatever's closest to our home.
Yeah.
And then once they drop us off and like get home safe, I'd either hail a ride with the gondoliers because she's still zoned out, so I don't think she's been able to communicate.
She
what
has
she's
not
seen.
communicated
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, well, to be fair, are you going to be zoned out now forever?
No.
Okay.
This is a temporary. It's an effect of the quicksilver that you.
Now that I don't have to indulge my vices, I can heal.
Oh, okay.
Well, try.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, then my next step would be hail a gondolier. I feel like there might be a lot of people trying to get out of Whitecrown.
We can't
Okay.
trust any gondoliers.
I don't know this yet.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Unfortunately,
Neither do I.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get a hold of some gondoliers.
Yeah, so I'm gonna summon a gondolier and be like, there might be a lot of traffic trying to get out of Whiteground tonight, but can you drop us at?
I guess I can say something. I can be like, don't trust Griggs is...
Because otherwise, then we're walking
Right?
home.
Like, if
Other
we all
than-
took
otherwise
trauma,
then
then it's
I'm
not
gonna
like
try
we've
to
all
carry
checked
you
out. Like, I
home.
can communicate.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, then we get off the carriage and we have to
Great.
walk home.
Griggs. Griggs.
And we get murdered in the alley. And the game is over.
No one's going to get murdered in the alley unless I'm the one doing the murdering.
Oh. Okay, so we get off the carriage and then what happens?
Yeah. The question. I mean, this is my question. Like, I
Yeah.
am.
I unlock the belts from underneath the carriage so that I...
Well, this is a question.
Yeah.
I think Waif is about to warn you against trusting Griggs, but the question is whether you want to heed that right now or not, as you make your way.
I mean, I'd listen to her, but then I'd be like, how the fuck are we getting home? Does she come back to awareness when she does this?
Yeah, I do enough.
Enough. to be
Great,
able
then
to-
I guess we walk home.
Okay. Yeah.
It's literally, you asked how we get home.
Oh yeah.
My
of
obvious
course, yeah.
answer was, I guess I don't know yet, so we boat home. But apparently we do know, so
Well-
I don't know how we get home.
No. I mean, you can walk.
Okay,
Or,
right.
yeah.
We walk
That's no
home, we
problem.
don't die.
It's a yeah. No,
Right, we
no,
walk
you
home.
don't die. Yes,
Great,
that's
we
correct.
walk home.
Then you find yourselves either in your lair or in the three-legged goat. I imagine you find yourselves in your lair, perhaps, recovering.
Ooh, we didn't even get gold for this.
You were.
We didn't even get the glory of being the
was a
ones who saved the ambassador. We gotta
No,
go back.
but we didn't. Yeah, we didn't loot.
Why not?
We were told there was.
Why wouldn't you get the glory of saving the
He
Emperor?
doesn't know. He has no way of knowing
He
what we
knows a
did for him.
mysterious figure threw powder on him.
The investigator knows that Maury and Danfield of Disappearing Ink warned
the party.
everyone.
That's true. Is there anything that you want to accomplish right here, right now in the lair, in terms of speaking to each other or in terms of anything, before we move into downtime?
It isn't nothing. We killed the one who poisoned everyone.
Do you think she was acting alone? Do you think there were others?
Griggs.
Why does it have to be the one friend we have in this city?
The ciphers will have to know.
When they know.
If the ciphers know, if the gondoliers are implicated, if the wraiths are definitely responsible, the bluecoats are after us.
How do we survive?
We go on the offensive.
How?
We use their own weapons against them.
Do you have some of the powder?
I will. And she starts brewing black salt on a
So
cauldron.
we turn our backs on the gondoliers.
It's not necessarily all of them, but he is powerful.
He was a powerful ally. But is he more powerful than those spirits? What will stack our odds to survive? Because right now it's not about coming out on top. It's not about making a name for ourselves. It's not about growing our turf. This is about survival. I don't care about feelings. I don't care about alliances. I don't care about the spirits if it means our survival.
Griggs dies.
I'm cold.
And I think...
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, he does.
Slowly. So that every spirit who sees it happen knows that we did it for vengeance.
and I think we're going to end the session right there with a promise of vengeance in the finale. Woo!
Also,
There we go. Yeah.
I want his boat.
It's super tricked out. Like
we spray paint on the side like the Moxies.
Yes, Moxie.
The moon hits your eye. Griggs is going to die.
That's the Moxies.
Yay.
Yay.
The vengeance and boat affair.
and that was the Ambassador Affair Part 2.
Yes.
Wow.
Checking out what I have.
Thank you. Well, I mean, there we go. That brings us to the end of this score. I
Jesus
think
Christ.
that this is going to be, there's going to be some downtime discussion, and there's going to maybe even be a little light RP, or rather information kind of provided on the Discord between this week and next. There's some information that I think would be good to communicate as you plan how you're going to have Griggs die slowly. Good luck. Good luck. You're going to need it.
I mean, it's straightforward. Push him off his boat.
Yep. Straight in the water.
Hold his head under the water.
I already know there are restless spirits in the water.
Can confirm.
Easy peasy.
As you know, right? Or
Yeah.
as you believe, anyway.
And now that I have trauma, I can just finish up that investigation real quick.
Oh, it's true. Of course.
We're great. Yeah, it's great.
I mentioned the Discord because we do have a channel on there specifically dedicated to in-character happenings for this game, Whispers in the Water, the Blades in the Dark mini-campaign. I was just saying, John, I think there might be some, if not RP, then at least some light information provided between this week and next in regards to what the plan is for murdering Griggs. However, that brings us to the end of today's session, which means many things. Specifically, I think first it means XP. Let's talk XP.
Better hope we fill things up.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I'm loving this. Can we start down at Liz today? Liz, XP.
You addressed a challenge with technical skill or mayhem.
You would, yeah. I mean, sorry. Did you?
My chemistry set was technical skill.
Yes, it was.
You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I would say I did.
Mm-hmm.
You struggled with issues from your vice or trauma.
That's a good question. What do you think?
I think yes, because most people would have just tried to get rid of the ghosts, and fucking Wave can't.
I would argue
Stop.
most people would have run away from the ghosts.
Yeah, and she
knowing that it
can't
was
stop
impossible to stop them.
going towards them. So does that mean 3?
Yes, it
One for
does.
each of them. Okay, thank you.
Unless you feel like any of those were addressed multiple times.
I don't.
That's cool.
I think.
Cool.
This
All
is
right.
okay.
Rock on. I'll pass the
Thank you.
buck down to John. John.
You addressed a challenge with stealth or evasion.
I mean, what do you think? Like stealth, I don't know if you can make a good case for it, to be honest. But evasion?
I've hid successfully from the guards, and I want to
Go
stealth.
to the bathroom.
I evaded a fuck ton. I evaded some swords. I parkoured my way out of some places.
Someone's gonna come and look at the house for rental.
You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. In this case, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Out of character, I did, but only out of character. You struggled with issues from your vice or traumas during the session. I would say yes.
He's reckless, and it was pretty insane. And you took an additional level of trauma to sort of prove that recklessness. I agree. Good. Pass the buck on down. Kate.
I addressed a challenge with calculation or conspiracy.
Conspiracy. For
yes,
sure.
yeah.
100%.
I expressed my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I think I did.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she was playing to where her morals stand, for better or for worse.
Yeah.
Save my friends, try to get people safe, but then in the end, fuck it. Like, I did my best. If these people are incompetent, they're
That's
lost.
what it is, yeah.
I don't think I struggle with issues from my vice or traumas.
Okay.
So 2.
2. Excellent.
The crew.
And crew, yeah. Now, this is an interesting question, this first one.
Execute a successful espionage, sabotage, or theft operation.
I mean, what was our goal going in there? Was to
Try to
Couple
prevent
wraiths?
the wraiths from
doing what they were trying to do, yeah.
which we did.
I think so,
The
as far
wraiths,
as we know.
the specters didn't get who they wanted. We prevented a lot of the poisonings, and
We
we killed
exposed
one of the
them.
people who did
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
So
I would say that's successful. It's messy but successful.
Very messy.
contend with challenges above our current station.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Like, way too much.
Oh, dear
We should all
Christ.
be dead.
Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one.
The amount of... I'll answer this one for you. The amount of faction play that came into the consequences today tells me that you did.
Express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew.
Goals, drive, conflict, or essential nature. What do we think? I feel like there were some moments... Now, a lot of the session
Yeah.
was spent separately, but
Yeah.
even just at the end,
Yeah.
what's the drive of the crew, right?
So-
like,
We, despite the fact that it would have been so easy to just get ourselves thrown out of the party and to stop, meddling, we have Thistle, who kept trying to maintain order and to keep people safe.
Yeah.
And Waif, who was being a fucking idiot with the spirits. And Zane ran back into the place because he trusted his crew.
Yeah.
He ran back in with the black salt. So the fact that we all stuck together and looked out for each other, I would say that says something about our crew.
Yeah.
yeah, I would agree.
That is the last mark that we need in order to get one more
Another upgrade!
upgrade to our
excellent.
crew for the last session. So
Which is great. So a special ability or an
Thanks
upgrade.
for Rafi. That's really kind.
Aww. That's nice.
we literally spend most of the session separated into
Yeah.
three. So
But then trying to Zane shows up and helps Waif out a window because she's stuck.
and then you help get me back into the place so that we can hit the ambassador. And
And then, Thistle
distract
comes and helps.
everyone.
Yeah, it was like
I'd be dead without
Oh,
this.
God,
I'd straight fucking
up be
up.
dead.
so would
They're
I.
like, don't stare us. It's like, no, hand me, you foul
how dare
demons.
you.
Look at my bruise.
Oh my God, I love this. All of Thistle's personas. They're incredible.
Today's been absolutely insane. The other thing we like to do on RPG Clinic is, of course, we want to talk about what we learned about ourselves, about our characters, or about the game. and also highlight a play of another player if you would so like. We are going to start today with Liz again. Yes.
All right.
I always forget which one.
The fact that Zane stabbed Telda right away. Without hesitation. I mean, I know I'm highlighting a play first, but that's what I'm doing.
Really brutal.
Just without hesitation. And Scott just kept being like, it reminded me of the scene in Lark.
I was
Like,
about-
you can see a piece of paper with
I
words
want-
written on it, and you're
I'm
like,
gonna
I
be honest,
stab her harder.
I was gonna do that, and then I was like, nah, that's a little too much. Like,
I
you can see a piece of paper. Yeah.
Burn the corpse.
just start going la la la, so I can't hear anything she's saying. More stabbing, second knife. It was amazing.
How to survive. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah,
Love that.
I have to highlight that because you stuck with the reckless, and honestly, it tracks for Zane and how he's been. I mean, I learned that, oh God, like after an entire session of horrifying
worst
rolls,
dice luck. Yeah, it was
horrifying,
really bad news.
one good roll was appreciated.
It was the one that counted too.
It
Might I add?
was.
Yeah.
It was the one that was important.
It was, and I wanna shout out you because you were probably always planning to bring the spirits in, but they came in at the perfect time, where my character, and her draws, her things that she likes to do could be useful.
Yeah.
And that was nice. So thank you.
You're welcome. John, thoughts, feelings?
So I absolutely learned today that you'll let people fail,
You gotta.
and not because I learned earlier that you're willing to put the screws to people and you're willing to make it tough, but here I think that you were honestly willing to, if we hadn't done what we had done, you were about ready to just let the whole thing go to absolute shit.
You probably wouldn't die. Probably.
I'm not worried about death. I'm
I
worried
know.
about failure. Death,
I like to
because
hear
look,
it.
we're coming close to the end. Next session, we could all die, and if that serves the story, it serves the story.
Exactly.
But I learned that it's not about death; it's about failure, and that you're prepared, if the story demands it, to let us not succeed. Kate. Earlier, I mentioned that I was surprised, not surprised, but I wanted to highlight your ability to affect the crew from afar, right? To be able to say, like, look, I prepared this, I did that, and to show me what a spider is supposed to do. Today, I want to highlight the fact that, yes, that's what a spider is supposed to do. And sometimes a spider pulls out a pistol and threatens a motherfucker, right? And
Part of the spider loadout.
but the thing that I want to highlight this about you, but I'm also going to highlight it about you, Liz, but you're like, this is an extra highlight, is that we're willing to do things that we're definitely not good at. And that's important.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because like the idea of like, okay, well, I guess I'll do a devil's bargain or push stress and I only get to roll one die, but like that's the best thing that I have. To me, that's integral for a game where it's basically like, yeah, you're against the fucking wall. What else are you gonna do? You could do anything else, but like I loved when you pulled out the gun because you hadn't done like that before. You could have pulled the gun out on the people who were trying to, well, you hadn't done it in the same way, the same fashion. But like doing that, it just really highlighted to me just like, no, I can't really predict what you're doing. And that means it's fun to watch.
Yeah. Which is really cool.
So to go from there, I definitely learned how to ride that balance between taking stress, taking devil's bargains, in order to build up on pools that are tiny or non-existent. Like there was a roll where I had nothing, and then I at least got the one because of doing that.
It was that command roll, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That desperate
Yeah.
command roll.
Which then bought me the dot of command, which
Right.
was nice.
Which is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a lesson in that balance. I feel like I was in safer situations, so I was less likely to need, and I had more stress available, et cetera, et cetera. So I was less likely to need to worry about pushing myself or taking devil's bargains, whereas this was like shit was hitting the fan and I needed to push it. And it's nice because it helps expose myself to that part of the system.
Yeah.
Which is really nice because it's a cool part of the
I
system.
agree, and I think you know you could try to. This is the path I'm on as well, and I don't want to.
Yeah,
You're going to
that's
highlight
alright.
as well. I just like the path that I'm on as a storyteller in this system, which is relatively new to me as well. Is you know, at what point do you let everybody do everything together? You guys have built your characters so that you're all generally good at some things, so that, you know, you come across a locked door and you're like, well, this is your job, and like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a ghost, this is your job, you know. At what point do you have to force people to do things they're not good at so that they are forced into these desperate or stressful
Yeah.
situations,
Yeah.
whatever it is? But the balance is like, I also don't want to split the party and be like, man, now you have to sneak, man.
Yeah,
like, it
yeah,
sucks.
yeah.
That sucks. I don't like
Like,
that.
that's why we put our dots where they are.
Well, exactly.
But it's
Yeah.
okay. Like, we also chose to split the party.
There's
You
the,
didn't force
there's
us
the
apart.
balance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never forced us apart.
Well, I locked her up, but
No, but like,
I
could
my
have fought
actions
it.
led me
I
to
could
where
have
I
like
was.
slipped away down the hallway. Like there were options for us to find our ways back together. And so I want to highlight Liz accepting the being taken away and finding ways to, like, taking that time to, okay, fine, you take me away. I've got time to examine this powder. Great. Fuck, there's a window. I'll just like escape because fuck trying to fight the guards. Like I appreciate that you took a bad hand and you played it, even with the bad dice rolls, to your advantage, right? Like I think you took it and you rolled with it really well. Really.
Roll.
hey.
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 you go.
Thank you, Kate.
Well, I mean, I want to thank the three of you. It's another great session. I'm really, really happy with tonight, and I think it was super exciting. It was really cool. So thank you guys.
I really appreciated how you kept coming back and putting us in, here's where you are. Because it was a very chaotic session.
Yeah.
But being able to say, you're here, you're here, you're here. Here you are in relation to each other. It helped me stay in it.
Great.
Yeah.
Good. Because we were just kind of commenting briefly, like being apart most of the session is tough. It allows for moments where people have to do things they're not good at because they can't rely on the other parts of their crew. But then why are you a crew? You know, there's like a balance to be ridden there. But I appreciate that.
Well, this was the first time I think. Well, we've done it a little bit before, but we were really helping each other from a distance.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
though
Oh,
we
my
split
God,
the
yeah, for
Party,
sure.
like the fact that especially Kate was able to figure out ways that her character could assist from so far away.
That's the
awesome.
the special
A
ability.
special
It's
power,
strong.
yeah.
It's really strong,
good.
actually. I would argue. There you go. We don't just do this here on RPG Clinic. I mean, let me rephrase that. We're part of a larger community here on RPG Clinic of other streams and other streamers and other streams happening throughout the week. So before we get to what you can expect next time on RPG Clinic, what else is happening this week? Tuesday, I stream over on twitch.tv/biffthebaus. This week on Twitch, I have been told by Twitch that it is What Week, W-U-T, games that make you go, what? So I will be, God's willing, streaming one of my favorite games from my teenagehood, No One Lives Forever, the 1960s Austin Powers-esque spy
You
comedy
have
game.
that still.
I found it, yeah. Yeah. Well, like online. I mean, not in my, not like a CD-ROM. But like, yeah. Oh, Mirathi.
Thank
Yeah, I'm gonna
Thank
interrupt what I was
you.
saying to say thank you.
You were a joy in the chat. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much for tuning in.
It's so wonderful to have people drop by and be engaged in what we're doing. I think it's awesome. Join the Discord if you haven't already, because that's where we chat about stuff. Anyway, that's me on Tuesday at 1800 Eastern. Please come and join. It's one of my favorite games. I'm really thrilled or excited.
Assuming that I can get my computer back up, I mean, I'll probably be continuing my Cyberpunk 2077 on Wednesday. I may preempt it. We'll see. If there's enough questions, if there's enough sort of like, if there's enough questions about like the games that we've been playing or what's coming up, I may default to clinic hours instead.
Okay.
So watch the Discord and find that out. But it would be on Wednesday no matter what. Thursday, I have a work function that's going to take me late into the evening.
That's fine. Yeah.
At the Gala.
I don't know what I'm doing, but maybe
It'll be at the Grand Ballet Canadien.
Ooh, very
Nice.
fancy.
I might be doing something. If not, I might steal stream. Who knows? Friday though.
We're not. I know, I forgot to. We have book club.
No punchy on Friday.
No punchy on
unfortunately.
Friday.
Disappointing.
Maybe I'll do clinic hours on Friday then.
Rock on.
Welcome to Steel Stream.
No.
Yes.
But Saturday there will be Drew Crew.
Yes.
But you had decided that there would not be.
Yeah. No. Yes, because it is a special day for
Yeah.
our other Discord server.
Exactly.
On Saturday.
yeah.
So there's
Yeah.
yeah. So no other stream for me. But Sunday.
Sunday, we will be back here with our final episode of Blades in the Dark, Whispers in the Water. That doesn't mean there won't be a Froyo session thereafter, where we completely unpack and talk about what we learned and what we discovered. But next session, we're going to find out how this band of merry men...
Wild, fucking weird people.
Yeah. The Moxie crew.
Moxie.
How the Moxie crew...
That's right.
Deals with this group of ghosts and this
Perhaps.
this
big bad
garbage
sorcerer
gondolier. Yeah.
We don't even know what the deal is with
He's
him yet.
supposed to be our ally, Scott. We bought him.
Yeah.
Bought and paid for.
Not faction standing with the gondoliers, not with him specifically.
He's
We're
a
gonna,
fake
and we're going to talk
gondolier.
about what that means. Can you imagine? He's just been pretending the whole time. That's it for us. on
Marathi
RPG
wants to
Clinic.
know where our aliases came from.
Oh.
Because we all came up with our aliases before we even started playing.
I'm super sneaky, and therefore I'm kind of like a ghost, so
Nice.
I guessed.
It seemed I literally picked my name in my thing by like doing the first words that you see in this list of names is who you are,
Yeah.
and they seemed right. Thistle felt right for her background because she used to be legal aid.
Yeah.
And when I was thinking like a kind of sort of thing, and a
Crispy
word, waif seemed apropos.
That's it. And my name is Scott. So that's going to take us to the end of the stream. So thank you all so much for joining us today. Again, come and join the Discord if you want to chat more. But of course, the place where we're going to be going first, if you haven't already gotten vaccinated, got your booster or whatever, please go out and get that. Because the way we're going to get through everything is up and to the right.
Goodbye.
See y'all later. Bye.
Bye! Oh my
Bye.
god.